Hello. Hello. Oh God.
Hello.
Stop that. Stop that right now. Good.
Hello.
Good.
Hello, I'm normal now. This is the normal stream.
See, this is why we wait before we start the streams, so that Will can get all of his energy out before the stream starts.
Apparently, all I can do is first class shipping.
Oh, for the G Fuel?
Yeah.
I swear, dude. I don't know why I like Jingle Juice so much. It doesn't taste like anything, but it's really good. Has a weird like tartness in like the aftertaste that I really love. It's very, very good. Very, very great. We had a G Fuel of the day. Hello. It's this thing. We never acknowledge it during the actual recordings, but we do that every time. Well, every time that FOMO's around, because it's funny. Anyway, so...
This time I'm being converted like the fucking...
I'm glad you're being converted.
I don't know.
I'm glad you're being converted to G Fuel.
Oh my God. You good?
Yeah, what are you doing, dude?
I'm opening a bag.
Every day we stray further away from God's light. We've been pretty far away for a long time.
I'm glad I turned you down earlier when we were playing Pokemon, because that would have been really loud. All right, my dudes. We are going to jump right in because we are a little bit late today.
A little,
What?
just like it's like a little bit.
Yeah, we're like a little bit late today.
We're only like an hour late. It's fine.
It's fine.
To be fair, Fola and I were waiting for everyone.
Yeah, but we had to get you out of your weird podcast phase you were having earlier. That is not an invitation to go back to it. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start us up. Go ahead and move us over into the room. Hello, room. We're here. Love you, room. Your goods in the room. Good room.
Good room. Good. Yep.
You guys may notice in the room that each of you have some new things. So some of you have some new things on your little command boards. For example, we do have the gummy ring on Hibiki's command board. I also put your chain on it because this is technically your only inventory right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is technically your only inventory right now. So you gotta keep all your things in it until you get a bag.
Okay. That is on me.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Speaking of bag, I don't have any regular item icons yet. I'm wanting to make like some like little item icons for these. But we have a gummy block over here as well as a potion of harm.
A potion of harmon.
Potion of Parm.
Very, very good. We have them both over there. You always do good, Fomo. You had yours in here from the beginning. You kept your iron bar in that. You did perfectly. Good job.
Thanks, I did nothing.
And obviously we put the potion of healing 1/2 over here in the inventory of Gilgamesh. So we got that going down. It's pretty good. So that's just where everything is currently. You guys have all your things. They're all great. They're all looking good. You also have not opened this thing yet, so we'll see what happens if you get that. Who knows? Maybe I do. I don't know.
I love that y'all picked it up and didn't open it.
Well, I couldn't open it. It was locked.
It was locked.
Were you not paying attention, Emerald? Because you may have to do the recap today if I roll it. Yeah!
I just thought they were being funny.
Emerald is 1. And that means that Anthony is 4. Anthony, what happened last time?
I would, but I actually have to step away from the computer for a minute. I have to.
I would, but now I'm gonna run away.
You know what?
My mom's call. I gotta actually answer. This is very important.
You know what? That means that we loop around and it goes to Emerald. Emerald, what happened last time?
I can't believe you do this to me.
Well, I'm not doing it to Fobola for a third time in a row, so let's go.
Okay. All right. So last time we started our game right outside the cool Tour de Lore place, and we were talking for a little bit about what we're doing and stuff. And we went inside and we saw all these colorful people. Look at them all.
Let's do a little pan over, I guess. We'll just because a lot of them weren't really shown.
A lot of them were not really shown.
A little bit, just quickly rushing over some of them. There we go.
They're all really cool. We didn't really speak to most of them.
No,
unfortunately.
There's a lot of people, man. You can't.
There's a lot of people. You can't just talk to all the people in a single day.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Do you walk into a room, Emerald, and start talking to every single person in that room individually?
You
no.
freak.
No. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We didn't do that.
Freak, you monster!
So for the people we did talk to, we talked to a Miss Tsubaki here because she was real angry leaving a shop, which got our great witch Muna's attention. She talked to her for a bit, realized that she must have gotten scammed, and paid for her gummy block that she got because she couldn't get it and she didn't get the right thing for it. It's so annoying. So we go in and we talk to Mr. Mans here. John's Everyman's.
John Everyman's.
John Everyman's. Who tells us about his brother, Tom Everyman's?
Yep.
Oh, he's a real piece of work, apparently.
He's a real piece of work, that Tom Everyman's. He's always causing troubles.
Always causing troubles. Didn't even tell her that you had to synthesize the gummy block to do what you needed.
You gotta synthesize it. Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do.
So we talked to this charlatan-esque person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And we get some potions, and even Hippie's like, you know what? Sure, let's see what this synthesizing is. And he got a cool gummy ring, and it actually works.
See? I am not a crook.
He is not as much of a crook as we thought he was.
I am not a crook. That's my brother. My brother Tom. He's the crook.
And there are a lot of Everymans. Nobody knows how many Everymans there are. They got a litter. They're cat people.
There's a lot of us, Supo.
There you go.
Mr. Tortolore, second Everyman has hit the tower.
But we're all just lost in the underground labyrinth. It's fine.
They're a litter. It's fine.
So yeah, we got 2 potions, a potion of harm and healing. And from there, we left his shop so that he could continue doing his business. We went over and we met this really cool dude. This man's here. Ragnar. He looks very tough. He has a dojo, apparently. And despite us talking on, not trying to get his attention on that, he was like, yeah, I can train y'all. It's fine. If y'all need something from my dojo, y'all can take it. Sure. But I don't want to train the people here. I don't fucking trust them. Oh, y'all have a place? Cool. I'll probably go over there at some point. And that's pretty much the extent of our conversation with Ragnar. He's a pretty cool dude. I like him a lot. Now that we talked to a couple of people who were like, yeah, there's not much else that we can do as we're waiting for the gummy block shipment. So let's go grab some of our own folk and get back here with them, because we don't, while we're working with them, it's like we don't know everything about the people, you know, so we're just gonna bring our own guys in order to, you know, keep it safe for us. That's how it is. But then our girl flags us down. We never got her name.
Yeah, nobody ever asked.
Yeah.
I feel bad that nobody ever asked her name, but it's like, she's apparently a noble girl who's like, yeah, I just needed to get out of the city, and they wouldn't let me out unless I was with a group.
They live in the upper city. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a noble, but who knows?
There's some kind of noble, who knows? And then she told us about that potentially there might be an egg at the museum, and they had an idol there who doesn't sing but like makes noises. It's very nice and pretty.
He can talk, he can't talk, but he can sing.
Yeah, It's very odd. And that they were trying to get him to help the egg hatch, which is really neat. A good thing for us to note down for later when, you know, we go egg hunting.
Yes, Easter hunting.
And then she just runs off, and we don't know if she's fine or not. We don't know her name. It's all funny and good. After that, as we traverse the city, we finally get into our first combat of the game.
What?
And I know! The first combat with some shadows and weird soldier boys. It was very tough for Hibiki and Zarel because, you know, he kept getting hit, and Zarel's like, I'll protect you, and proceeded to get his shit kicked in a little bit.
Well, no, my boy, it is my job to get my shit kicked in, so you don't have to.
And he really appreciates that. And with everyone's combined help and me realizing, man, it sure sucks I only have one attack that I can do. I cannot combo, oh no.
You need some training, man. You need to go train.
Need some training.
That osteoporosis.
And I have these
Yeah.
two funny green chips here and I just can't use them. Oh. But anyway, the combat's a success. We gain money and we realize what money looks like in this world. It's very weird looking.
Yeah, it's like little fucking diamond-y pieces or like little tiny things, and they swirl around and go into your card or whatever.
And it was very lucrative and easy and painless to put into our cards. It was great. Right after the combat, the gang notices there's a Heartless up on the roof and it runs away, but also there was a chest up there, and the Three Stooges begin to fuck around and find out this treasure chest. While Hibiki goes off and meets the
Hibiki finds a woman.
Finds woman. Look at woman. Woman great.
Hibiki goes, awooga motherfucker.
He does not actually go like that. He barely even says anything about her outfit. Who knows?
That girl is basically naked. Good on her.
She's
No,
basically naked.
they have an entire covering to everything. You can tell
Man, it's
because
like
there's
two skin tones. It's like a couple tones off from your skin tone.
you can tell because there's a difference between the skin tone and see.
Yeah, I see the difference.
Yeah. So they're
It's
completely
on purpose, and
covered.
she knows it. She knows it, and it's on purpose.
They are
and it's fine.
completely
We love her.
clothed.
What
does
kind
not
of
give-
like fairy demon of clothes are you that you need to just be like barely qualifying for the denomination of covered?
Dude, I'm just saying they're wearing more clothes than Zarel.
That is true.
They are in fact wearing more clothing than Zarel. It's incredible. I cannot. When looking at the back
The
of this, you don't
difference is
expect
that
it.
we all know that Sorrel's a slut.
When
So
you
I
look
don't
at
know what else you want me to tell you.
When you look at the silhouette from the back, it's like you don't expect the front. This isn't whatever I was expecting from this, but it's great. I love it. We talk. I don't know if I convinced her that we met in my dreams. She sure found a lot of interest in it that I knew things, and decided to go under a pseudonym of Allie, you know, because that's where they met.
Yeah.
In an alley.
Yeah.
And now he has to use this vial to either get her very pure darkness or very pure light. Whatever either of those will do, who knows? She's a strange one.
Hey.
And I sure don't know what I'm gonna tell the others that, hey, I had to do a thing and I don't know what that means. I don't know if getting
I
one
think
or
you
the
should
other is
actually
better.
start with, hey, I met this strange woman in the alley. She wants me to do things for her.
It's great. I was not expecting to meet all four of our like dream people in like the first couple games.
Every one of
But
the
it's cool.
people in the backstory, every single one of the ones that were talking to you, bar one, could have been met in the early game. And if you would have talked to the one that couldn't have been, they would have been shown up in the early game. All of them were going to be showing
Okay.
up.
Okay, cool.
The only one that wasn't like there to show up in the early game is the one that I honestly thought you guys would be really drawn to, but you were not, so it's crazy.
It's not, if it's the one I think, and it's not that we weren't drawn to it, it's that you kept giving us other choices.
I don't think it's the one you guys think. Because I know there was one that was like constantly brought up that you guys kept saying no to. I don't think it was that one. I could be wrong.
It could be any of them.
Could be any of them. Who knows? But yeah, what happened after that?
After that, we finally arrived at our base, and we talked to Prescott for a little bit.
Look at the base.
Look at the base! Look at it! They did a lot in a day.
They've been working.
They've been working. Good on Macho and Bosco. They do a lot of good work, and I guess he's just, you know, he's making a bakery.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate their names don't end in son, so we have to let them go after.
And we have this nice little light over here. Look at it.
Look at the nice light. Wow.
And we have these two fucking with the garden.
I don't like that they're fucking with the garden. That's dangerous stuff. Was this like carpet on this plot of land the whole time?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Neat.
Yeah.
Oh, and I noticed that this is water.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
Talked to Prescott.
Cleaned up
We
the
informed him
graveyard
of
a
our-
bit too, because it looked really cluttered and weird.
Wow, and open graves. Perfect.
Yeah. There's just two of them.
Ooh,
It's
now we
fine.
can get the hook shot.
That's pretty funny.
We informed Scott of our plans and what we've been able to do. We were able to convince the they don't like being called the activists, the
peace takers.
Peace takers.
peace takers. That's right. I was about to say peacekeepers. That's also another name of them.
They're fine with that name, but if you really want to kiss their ass, peace takers.
I would like to kiss ass.
Peace takers, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, go!
Other than that,
Takers.
I don't think there's much else that I'm
Nope.
forgetting.
That was the very end. You did it. Good job.
I did it.
Here you go. You can have.
It's been like months since I've actually done one of these in any of the games.
Can have a couple of splay shows. Good for you.
Splay shows for me.
Splay shows for you. You guys made your way back. At this point, you have told Prescott that you guys are going to be helping travel with the block up to the dam. You guys are going to be doing that later on in the day, most likely. At least that's whenever the caravan will be ready. You guys can choose whenever you guys want to go, obviously. And you guys want to bring some of your own guys to come with you to watch over it as you take it up. But as you guys have come here, you guys can make your way through basically anything around here. Some people are out messing about with some stuff. We saw that Booyah was messing around with the graveyard using magic. We saw that the other two over here were messing around with the garden, pushing around things, getting it all cleaned up. We have the person here who is basically the warden of this place, like just taking things and moving them around, doing good stuff. And of course, we have this random person, just standing here, being a random guy. So that's fun. Also, apparently, Hilson brought Boyo out here for some fresh air.
She's not a warden. She's a librarian. Get it right.
A library warden.
A library warden.
I would like.
And no, I did not just look up what a library, what the word was for librarian.
Oh
Leave
my
me
god!
alone.
Did you seriously?
Did you have to Google
I
it?
brain farted it. Yes.
Oh my god!
Computer, who works at a library?
A janitor.
Library person. Librarian.
Are you okay? Do you need HRT?
Hold on, I have to know. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hey Siri. Who works at a library?
Whose contact info are you looking for?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Siri has not been able to give me a single answer since I've added them to my phone. They haven't given me a single straight answer.
No, that was bugs in your phone. Whose contact information?
But yeah, at this point, you guys have all got yourselves around here. I'm not sure if Anthony
I'm
is
back.
back
I'm
or not.
sorry.
There he is.
So it was really important. I talked to her about
No, it's
that.
cool, dude. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. At this point, after everything is said and done here, you guys are here about to try to find some people to go with you. You can also ask some things of our book boy over here if you guys want to go and chat with him, give him a break from endless torture. That's up to you. I want you flee, go do your things. Wah. Get out of here.
All right.
Who's carrying the chest?
Gil.
Hi.
Gil, follow me for a second, please. Oh, there she is.
Oh, all right, they're going now.
You know, I want to see what they have planned. What about you?
Where are we supposed to find someone to go watch the things?
I'm sure we can get Booyah to help.
Right, she's here. It's good to say that because I'm also blind, so it's good to say that I don't see her.
We can just barely see her from the door of the,
You can just barely see her.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, we're moving out.
Let's
We're moving
go.
out.
Let's go, Zarel. Let's go.
Here we go.
I'm not running.
Everybody
I'm sorry, I panicked.
will go make their way over. As you guys do, you guys will start making your way over toward the little graveyard. As you guys will enter, you would find that Boya was in fact in there. They seem to be moving some things around the area. They seem to be also clearing away some dead foliage around the graves and different things of that nature. As you guys get there, she does seem to turn to look to you. Oh, good afternoon.
Hello.
Flamio, I believe we brought you
Oh, we're
Chest?
over here. Okay.
Yeah.
You brought me a chest? Why?
Just puts it down on the ground.
Well, we don't have a key yet.
Oh, all right. Yeah, hold on. Without even batting an eye, they just walk over to the chest. You see them brandish their keyblade. It appears in their hands. They flail it about for a second before bopping it on the top. As it bops on the top, you guys see it open immediately.
So we had to bop it?
Oh no, that's just something I just looks embarrassed, steps away.
I don't what?
Is the key and actually part of the key at all? Is it even necessary?
Oh yes, it is, of course. I'm sure it has many uses. Like when you hit things, then you put more pressure on the point of impact.
It does look like it can cut things.
Darling, I need to remind you that is not how keys function in our world.
Well,
It is magic.
I am learning some new things about how keys work today.
well,
I did not know how it worked.
they looks to their own keyblade.
Yeah?
They just
do you
stare
need
at the
a
eye.
moment? Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. I don't really understand what's going on with it. It's just the shape it takes. It's supposed to unlock what needs to be unlocked for progress sakes, and I believe that there's also there's also a lot of sayings that there are certain areas that are needed for this kind of a thing. Whether the shape came first or the actual item, I can't really tell you. I'd have to assume that the item came first, but I don't know.
I didn't think you would take this long to actually answer. I apologize.
I
Like,
just
I'm kind of
don't
understanding. I'm
understand, to be
confused as
honest.
well.
I just don't really understand it, to be honest. I never really questioned it.
No, I was just teasing, dear. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Do you take things literally? Do you want me to watch my language, make sure I'm a bit more literal with my own sayings?
Watch your language?
Yes, because I was joking, you see.
Oh, in that sense, I thought you might have been from a world where your language actually never mind. Don't worry, I'm good.
I mean, if you want to see the different tongues I could speak.
I can't tell if you're being creepy or flirting at this point anymore. What's in the chest?
I figured that was like the standard operation where it's somewhere between the two of them. Hibiki.
Hibiki, you walk over and just open it.
I assume that Gilgamesh opened it by this point.
He hadn't said anything. What are you saying, Gil? Gilgamesh?
Can you hear me now?
Hello!
Fuck's sake. Today's not my Wednesday. This is a bad day. Bad day Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Is the box? Was the box? It's open. Open box.
Box open now.
Box open. Yes. Fuck. What's the box?
Yeah, he wants to know, yes.
Gilgamesh, you
Gil.
make your way over to the box. As you do, it is already semi-open because of the bopping. As you go to open it, you will note. Let me make sure that I am correct because I already rolled for it. Yes. As you look inside the box, the first thing you'll note is that there appears to be, and I will add this specifically to your inventory unless you decide to share it. There does appear to be 1,000 money inside. So I will take your 1,000 to 2,000. Yeah. As you look in, you see that most of the chest is completely covered in that money stuff that you guys had seen the Heartless burst into. As they begin to swirl around a bit and make their way into the card that you have. Looking underneath all of it as it disappears and sort of jingles about, going inside of your card, there does appear to be one other thing here. As you look at, you see what appears to be a small ring, not like the ring that Hibiki has, because Hibiki, your ring is more of like a ring that goes around like one's arm. It is more of like a think Shang-Chi kind of ring.
Oh, okay. I was imagining like a finger ring. Okay.
Nah, I think it's like a Shang-Chi kind of ring.
Okay, cool.
But this one is just a regular ring. It appears to be a one that would fit like a fingy. Looking on it, it doesn't look immediately like it would fit you. However, you being from a world that has a lot of magic items and things of that nature would immediately recognize this as an item that most likely would mold to whoever goes to put it on. As you see what appears to be a little ring, little ring with a little jewel on it. I don't know what jewel. I'm gonna say it's a jasper now off the top of my head.
My diamond.
It's a jasper.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, are we good? Have we killed comedy? Anything else anyone wants to add?
I was waiting for the Steven Universe jokes to stop.
I just did one.
Anyway.
But the silence spoke eternities.
You know silence doesn't stop me.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, it's a ring.
Does the ring seem
it's a ring with a small red gem. Yes, like I have mentioned before, it seems magic.
Oh, cool. Gilgamesh puts it on.
Gilgamesh, you place the ring on your fingy. At first, again, it looks as if it is too small for you. However, it seems to somewhat form as you are holding it. I'm going to give you your mysterious ring. Mysterious ring.
You just hear a voice going, "You know what's really fast falling? You should fall off a cliff and have lots of fun."
Not everything magic has a voice.
It would be if it's cool. Anyway.
Your mysterious Jasper ring.
You'll just see Gilgamesh like open the box as you're trying to do your tongue shit and then just ring.
Oh, a ring.
Muna,
Oh.
you would be the only one I believe here that could notice. Go ahead and roll me for your insight, please.
All right.
Oh dear.
No, hold on. Okay, there we go. Go to me. I really should have screen on screen because it makes things easier. That is the wrong direction.
I
Let me-
believe in you.
Here we go. Somebody once rolled me.
You did it.
That was not a roll.
You did it.
I mean, hey, it works, right? It rolled on the dice tower.
There we go.
Ooh.
Muna, as you notice Gilgamesh put the ring on, you do feel that as Gilgamesh places it on his being, you feel that the ring itself seems to almost click with Gilgamesh. You've seen magic items before. They don't usually attune themselves extremely well to someone immediately. However, it feels as if Gilgamesh himself is a type of person that is just able to very readily use this item. You could tell that if one of you were to have put that item on, you would have had to attune to it. Gilgamesh did not seem to.
Oh, so that seems one advantage of being a dragon deer.
What are you blathering about now?
Oh, sorry, just a bit of a comment. After all, you seem to be able to attune yourself to the item a lot more easily than us human mortals would be able to.
Gilgamesh, you have no idea what they mean. That isn't a dragon thing.
What? Your word clearly didn't have any dragons worthwhile if you think that it's some sort of special power. Maybe
Well-
you're all just incompetent to attune them.
Maybe
right.
we are. Maybe we are.
Or maybe it just likes you more.
Does the ring feel like it does anything special?
It doesn't feel as if it's doing anything special right now. Maybe you have to understand what it actually does first. However, as Muna mentions that to you, you do look to the ring. You know what attuning to an item means. You understand what magic items are.
Yeah.
You've never really had any magic items before, like at least something that you've worn. Your life as in this body is very short. But that is not something that you or your brothers ever really had. You never had the feeling of being able to instantly attune to something. That is not a dragon thing, from what you can tell.
But this warrants further insights. I don't know what this ring does, but it is magic.
I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you. My master's really good at seeing things like that. He can just look at something basically and tell you exactly what it can do. But I'm not that gifted.
The only one I knew that was able to identify magic like that was this old man that kept talking about the devil in the bottom of a town. I don't know what happened to that town.
I mean, if it had a devil in the bottom of it, I don't know. They look over to their sword.
I mean, it could be a 50-50. Who knows?
I assume the town was devoured.
Oh no.
Yeah, probably.
Am I right?
That's rough.
Is there anything else in the box?
Nope. It was full of money and that ring.
Money and jewels.
He just kind of like looks at the empty box and just closes it.
You close
It
the
is
box.
useless.
As you close it, it seems to somewhat click. It doesn't seem to lock. However, as you go to close it, you can feel like you can lock this if you wish to. You also feel like you can unlock this if you wish to.
He like he just feels that and like kind of looks at the ring and back at the box. It's just
You're not sure it has anything to do with the ring.
I know he's like He locks it.
It is locked.
He's like jimmies it a little. I think he wants it now unlocked.
You all hear a click as Gilgamesh unlocks it.
What are you doing, Gilgamesh?
Lock, unlock, lock, unlock,
Click,
lock.
click, 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 click.
Oh, look at you
unlock.
able to use your dragon magic. Ooh.
This is
I did not know that being a dragon give you power over boxes. This is quite fascinating.
this is
Neither
not
did
dragon. It's not.
You see that
I don't know what this
Boya
is.
mumbles under her breath. Dragging these nuts across your face. I'm playing.
The fucking turnaround would have been a fucking.
I'm playing.
Dragging these nuts across your face. Why do you deny her the ability to be the best character in this game?
Anyway, I don't know why I can do this. I think this box is mine now.
Well, congratulations on the box.
Hmm.
Do you
Keep
need
it safe or
gift
something.
wrap?
I just. No, I don't need a gift wrap. Which.
I guess the only thing you'd have to worry about if you can lock and unlock it at will like that is whoever had the original way to unlock it, or looks to Keyblade, someone like me.
Is that a normal thing for Keyblade wielders to be thieves?
Be thieves? Oh, no, of course not. It's just if we ever needed to, we can kind of unlock any lock. It starts out very small, but as we gain more training, we learn to be able to unlock anything.
I guess it's useful if you get captured in a place and get locked up.
Attempt to unlock this box.
They walk over to it. You see them once again brandish the blade, spin it around a bit in their hands, then pop, and then it comes open.
Interesting. This also requires further insights.
I can also lock things as well. And if I lock them, then they are really locked.
Attempt it.
Sure. They point the Keyblade toward the lock of the chest. As they do, they then turn the key. For a moment, you all see a shimmer going over the box. And as you look at this, you feel that maybe it's because this thing is empty, maybe it's because something else is going on with it, but you do notice that as she locks it, it disappears.
Oh,
He's like, looks around like, what? How? What?
And there you go.
I told you to lock it.
Yeah, like I said, they really lock.
What? Where did it go?
Your definition of lock is
it's
very
been
liberal.
locked out of this plane of existence. This is gone now.
There are precautions you have to take whenever you want to do things like this. The Keyblade is meant to lock locks and lock away things so that nothing can really get to them again. That being said, she points over toward the spot again, and then you notice the chest coming back into view. With something like this, it's not really something that needs to disappear, I don't think.
Interesting.
Brandish,
He
tap,
tries to-
unlocks.
I like that you have an exclamation line in the game. Some chests fucking appear out of nowhere. Congratulations on that, Pico.
Jesus.
Jesus can't help you now. I'm kidding.
This has been insightful.
How did everything go, by the way?
Extremely well. We have a shipment of gummy blocks about to go up probably later tonight,
Oh, that's good.
and we're going to be helping getting it up there. We're also going with it, and we're gathering people to come help us with it.
Oh.
Would be nice to have you along for it.
I was thinking of doing something else tonight, but this is really important.
Yeah, would really appreciate having someone to look at these to make sure nothing is out of place.
I was going to make my way over toward the area that I believe that someone had told me that they had saw something fall. I was hoping to see if it was my master or not. It's off to the east of the city, but I do believe this is most likely more important. I also heard that the roads up to the mountain are difficult to traverse nowadays. Apparently, there is a bit of a toll to use a road to the north. So the only way to get through to the dam, if you don't go through the toll road, is through the forest off to the east. But I don't think either way anyone would stop you in this case. I think everybody wants to get this dam fixed.
Indeed. And it shall be fixed.
And maybe because of your health, we'll be able to help you with your toll problem.
Oh, that's not my problem. I was going to be making my way off to the forest to the east. If you guys don't mind, I might want to do that instead. If the thing that fell is my master, then I need to find them. But I know that you need me for this. If you would wait another day, I would make my way with you.
Wording.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Well, if we want to gather up enough people and get them prepared for a trip up there, then we probably should wait at least a day, right, guys?
Yes.
Suppose sounds alright.
It most likely is not my master. I'm decently sure my master used a spell that he had to seal himself and that creature away. At the same time, if it is my master, I need to make sure he's okay.
Oh, right. The thing that you did worked. We can fight the Heartless.
Oh, that's wonderful.
In fact, if we are going to just take a day, I don't see any reason why we couldn't potentially help you.
Well, I can most likely move a lot quicker on my own. But if you wish to come, I wouldn't stop you. When it comes to this, however, you should most likely go and let them know if you're not going to be going tonight.
That is true.
Maybe some exploration of the city might be good for you tonight. If you can take out if you can take out the Heartless, then that means that if you wish, you can take on a duty of protecting the people around here.
We can get more money that way.
I do kind of like the sound of being able to protect the people a little better, personally. And besides, it'd be kind of weird if we had told them to, we needed our sister to fix the dam, and I suppose we walked away for a bit. I'm not pretending to be the best at social etiquette, but it sounds a little bit weird.
If you all don't mind, I can be completely free at any time tomorrow. If you wish to let them know, we could most likely head out as soon as the light comes. If you wish. I don't think it should take me that long to get there and back.
You seem pretty confident with how fast you can move on your own.
Yeah,
That's something Keyblade people can do?
No, as I mentioned to you before, I am very limited when it comes to magic, though I do have some spells that can aid me, and they're mostly spells I got from this. Holds up their weird demon eye Keyblade.
The demonic essence or the Keyblade itself?
I believe the demon inside of it. It allows me to move through the darkness extremely quickly. Not instantaneous, but at night I feel as if I have no weight at all. If I leave out right now, then I can get at least to the edge of the city by the time the sun falls. And then once the sun is down, I can make my way through the forest extremely quickly, I would feel.
I see no reason to deny you this right now.
Sounds sound.
I was hoping to leave as soon as I could and try to speak with anyone around here who'd be able to aid. I was actually thinking of going and speaking with Michel and seeing if there was anything he could do to protect people about here, but while I was gone. But knowing that all of you can do that, that's really wonderful. They look over toward the graves. They look over toward the graves around them. This place was in a lot of disrepair. I don't know who's buried here, but I felt compelled to clean it up. I hope that everything
Compelled.
that I hope that everything here is well enough to their liking. Looks over towards some of the filled graves. It seems that there's a couple of graves here that were intended for use, but they were long forgotten. Probably from whenever this place got Michelle sealed inside of it.
Use of a graveyard in these trying times is more helpful than ever.
The Heartless leave behind nothing, which is sad. It's the memories of the people that are left behind that really, well, give meaning to everything around them. But at the same time, as they look over toward one of the filled graves, it does give someone closure sometimes to see something like this. I feel bad for anyone who has fallen to the darkness. That means that that their loved ones don't have anything left. That's one of the
never
worst
even
parts.
know if they're gone or not.
That's one of the worst parts about the Heartless.
Well,
But
when
this
it
world
comes-
has done a lot more than I've seen a bunch of other worlds do. So especially with all of you being able to defeat the darkness as well, I'm very optimistic for this world's safety.
We'll do the best we currently can.
Well, if I'm gonna be making my way back by morning, I need to leave now. They
Safe
look over.
travels.
They look over toward the graves one more time. Look back to Gilgamesh, as they do. And keep your box safe. I promise I won't go rifling through it.
Good.
Like I said
You
before,
wouldn't-
I'm not a thief.
I'm
The
not
more you say it, the more convincing you are.
Oh, that you didn't mean that. Right.
Leave.
Goes to
I'm
leave. Goes to leave. As she passes by, you see that they do leave and make their way to the gate. They stop and talk with Scott for a bit, but you guys are now alone in the graveyard.
What a I'm kidding.
Well, I suppose we have a plan for today. Still would need to find someone to help us with our situation, but hey, the box is unlocked. Now you have a box.
Indeed.
I hope you don't mind, but now that the graveyard is like this, there are a couple rituals I'd like to do for my old world, even if they mean nothing in this.
If you're to defile the dead, I could not care less.
Oh, it's not defiling at all. It's quite the opposite.
All I understand about human culture is it's quite difficult to distinguish defilement from consecration.
Hold on, don't leave.
What? Oh my! Oh no! Give me get out of the box! Oh my, the fucking box! Get him off!
Lock, throw.
I'll make a new character.
And there we go. Alright.
fine. I have a backup.
Well, if we aren't leaving tonight, we'll go place this somewhere safe.
Just note, you guys would need to go and let people know at the Peace Taker's place that you aren't leaving in the tonight, but you are instead leaving early in the morning. But that does mean you have a long time. You have several hours before you have to go out. You can try to see if you can gather more people to leave in the morning.
Why not?
Where would you guys like to go? Do you guys want to go inside? Do you guys want to stay out here? Muna said they're going to try some rituals out here, so I'm going to move them over here. What about the rest of you, though?
I think he wants to go actually meet this witch lady. To
My name is Muna.
figure out if she can actually help with Gummy Block or not.
No, I can't.
Not you, the other one. Oh, I'm sorry, the fairy godmother lady. My bad.
Gilgamesh, Zarel.
I think Gilgamesh would probably go back into his little tower and put the box down and
You could definitely
probably
do that.
grill Michelle about more stuff.
You could definitely do that. You can go inside and put away your box and talk with Michelle.
Is it difficult to pick up that box for you too? Is that just me?
You have to hold on to it.
Yeah.
Because it's an actual bag, so you can't just click it. What about you, Zorel?
I figure at this point it's just like, well, let's go outside, and then just immediately sees this guy just standing there, and it's like, I swear I've seen you before.
You want to go and talk to this random stranger?
Yeah, man.
Of course. All right, we'll start off first with Muna, because I'm not sure what Muna is doing quite yet, but we're about to find out. Be profound.
I am not knowledgeable enough to give an actual example, but she is going to do a ritual in which she starts to respect the dead using candles and such. Of course, there are marks of Hades that are drawn, but in this case, the marks of Hades are not of evil, but of
Respecting women.
If you want to do
Respecting
something
the
like
dead
that, you
women.
will have to find some candles and things to use. You can make your way over toward the Macho and Bosco if you'd like to see if you can get some things from them, or you can go and try to find some candles inside to use.
I'll go to Bosco's and the other guy.
You make your way over toward Macho and Bosco, as you do. You ask them if they have any candles. I'm gonna roll for you and see if they have anything of the such for you. Luckily, they were a general store. They have some candles, but they're much larger than you need. They are very thick candles. They're not candles that you would be used to using. They also look as if they're processed very strangely. For you, candles are very lumpy. Some of them are very thin. These seem as if they are manufactured very differently, but they do have them, and they would give you some candles for some money. Currently, you have 900 money. How many candles are you looking to get?
5 more billion. No,
5 billion. That'd be 3 money. I'm playing.
let's see, how many graves are there? Like 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6.
Yep, there are 6 currently filled graves.
I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because there are
7?
like these tiny ones.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
like
there's
tiny
this one
wood
here.
ones.
Yeah.
And then there's one behind the tree over here.
Okay.
And this one's unmarked over here.
That one's unmarked.
1, 2, 3, 4.
But it still looks like
5,
it's
6,
something
7.
that's buried.
There are 7. There are 7 here,
The 7 graves of heart.
and there are technically 9, but these 2 are empty. You know that. So how many are you getting?
That amount.
7?
Yeah.
That will be 70 money.
They shall have their 70 money, but they will not have Jesus in their soul.
They're fine with that. They just want money.
They already sold their lives to the great dollar. They don't have to worry about it.
Jesus hasn't shown up here yet. Actually, he might have. Who knows? Anyway, there's probably a lot of worlds that were fallen to darkness. I mean,
What's up, homies?
I mean, you know, Prescott's world might have had some people who were into the big J.
Just
There's just like a hull of G size somewhere.
We sure aren't in Jerusalem anymore. Jesus is isekai.
Dude, I need to just have Lindo make me Jesus and put him in here. If I'm gonna have fucking apparently Hades in here somewhere, potentially, maybe, I need to have Jesus just hanging around. I need to-
Again, the Hall of Jisai.
I need to put my money where my mouth is. I keep saying I want to have Jesus hanging out with other gods. I need to just do it.
You need to just do it yourself.
Yep, you have all your candles. You start placing them around some of the filled grays, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
As you go over each of them, roll me for your insight.
Hooray!
A lot of insight rolls
I
today.
did not do screen on stream like I said I should.
A lot of insight rolls today.
Alright. Yeah, all 2.
A whole bunch of them. 15 altogether. You do find that as you're going and placing everything everywhere, you do feel similarly to how Boya explained that you are somewhat compelled to be here. And as you start doing these things, it does feel that whenever you start working on this, it doesn't feel like you are going to leave it unfinished. As you begin to go around and place all these down, the feeling finally dissipates after you place down the final candle, and after you place down the final ritualistic bit devoting to Hades. As you are doing such a thing, I would also like you to roll me for your experience.
All right.
Hooray! Experience. Let's
I didn't do screen
go.
on screen, but I just didn't move.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Yay!
You find as you place everything down, you do everything in the exact correct order of operations. You do not accidentally put the soul-stealing seal down. That would suck. I'm playing. But in the end, you placed everything. The ritual seems to have gone off relatively well, and you're not sure if Hades is around, but you know he'd probably be happy.
This one,
depending
is
on
for
which
you, Hades.
depending on which Hades we're going with.
This, my Hades is pretty chill. They're still considered a villain, but they're chill. This one goes out to you, Hades, and his best friend, Jesus.
You just said that, like, out loud, and, like, it's recorded now,
I
and
love your
everyone has
world.
to hear it.
I love your world that Jesus and Hades have some mythology going on.
Like, not everyone's Christian, but everyone knows Jesus because Jesus just,
Look,
Jesus is just one of those constant things among the world.
Look, we all have our own religions and we all have our own deities, and it just so happens that one of the most chill ones is Jesus, despite his followers.
Anyway,
You see, this is
Like,
where Jesus went.
they're like, you guys are satanic. Meanwhile, Jesus is having a selfie with Buddha.
Muno's world is just where Jesus went after he left ours. He got so done with our world, he just went.
are you telling me the ancient version of Truck-kun was the curse of?
Yeah.
Is that how you got isekai? Man,
So
think of all the people Vlad to your playlist set off.
if Jesus had a keyblade, would it just be a cross?
Yes.
Yeah, it would. It would actually be.
It'd be the Keyblade, because X means
What's
Kai, and
Carpenter?
Kai is part of Xmas, you know.
Just imagine Jesus taking this cross gameplay, going up, and then doing a summon the Holy Ghost.
And then for his flow ability, just hit the skateboard.
Well, we're not being offensive here, guys. We're just having fun. Please, it's
Like
all
Jesus,
good fun.
like Jesus would if he actually ever met any other gods. Because Jesus
Oh,
is
God,
super
that's
chill
good.
and lovely. Anyway,
Fucking God.
as you get through all of that, again, you're not sure if there's any deific beings about here that you know anything of that would be anything to you. But I would like you to do one final roll, please. And that would be, I want you to roll me for your willpower.
Me?
Yes.
Alright,
I was not
Hold
talking
on.
to Jesus right then.
alright. Sorry, Jay-Z. JC. Yeah!
18.
This is gonna suck when I have to do rolls for combat.
Muna, as you finish your ritual, you feel a strange wind in the air. As this wind begins to flow around you, the first thing you find that is odd is that this kind of a wind could even flow around you at this point. Looking around, you are completely surrounded by very tall walls in this graveyard. As you look around, off to your left, which is to say our left, is a large building that is connected to this area off to the side. So you can't really see beyond that. However...
And one of the things I do, by the way, now that I thought of it, is I do put a coin on each of the graves, for Cherim.
Currently, you don't have any coins. You can put 1 money on each of the grave if you want.
Isn't that digital currency?
It has physical properties to it. It was magic.
And we saw the money from the chest flow into our boy's card. So it can be done that time.
Yeah,
how much do you want to
money.
put? How much do you want to put on each grave?
1.
Just 1?
Okay. Yeah.
It was too much money for him.
Sorry, Zion is just crawling around my desk right now.
As you place the money down, as that goes on, this strange wind that you feel, this very warm wind that is all around you, begins to pick up, and immediately you look off toward the north. You look off toward the northwest, which in this would be around this way direction for you. Blip. As you look off toward the northwest, unfortunately, you can't see anything from this specific position you're in, but you do feel that something seems to have noticed you from that direction.
Who's there?
You call out, but nothing responds to you.
Johnny Cena.
The strange, warm wind seems to almost dissipate immediately. Actually, roll me again because you got a fleeting a bit ago, and I didn't have you roll it for it. So guys, do it one more time, just to see if you get anything bigger, just in case. You did not. Okay, good. Then yes, all that happens.
I can't believe Johnny Cena's like, yo, Hades, I don't know about this, man. JC, what do you think? Hades is cool.
You're
all
pretty
right.
sure that whatever that feeling was, it was definitely not Hades.
Well, yeah. That's why I'm saying it's Johnny Cena.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get you to stop making a joke about this. That weird thing is happening. Anyway.
Look, until I know what it is, it's my cat, okay?
It is not your cat.
Wow, way to ruin all the fiction of fans.
Let's get this going,
like... Okay.
This...
I finish the ritual to respect the dead.
Okay. At this point, once again, the winds seem to stop. You look off toward the side of the wall that is here in front of you. Unfortunately, you can't see beyond it, but that feeling does immediately seem to dissipate. You do feel as if something has gained attention onto you, but that seemed to quickly fade as well. As you complete your ritual, you take your steps out. As you're taking your steps out, I do need to see where everybody else is at. So, Zarel.
Zarel has BRB'd.
Never mind. So, so Hibiki.
Yeah.
You would make your way out, as you would make your way over toward this elf lady, which you don't know what an elf is, but maybe you do. Who's to say? Does your world have elves?
I mean,
Probably not.
I've that's what I've seen. A dark elf. It's fine.
Yeah. You're fine. As you look over toward this person, they appear to be pointing a small wand over toward this large, seemingly 3-layered lamp that is over here. As they point to it, each of the layers of the lamp light up into different colors. As you approach, they do seem to be just kind of watching it, just kind of looking over at it, just giving it a giving it a look-see.
That's a nice looking lamp.
Well, I mean, technically it is a lamp post. But it does have its own qualities to it. Hello.
Hi.
I don't believe I met you. I was very tired.
And I was hungry.
I see.
I'm Hibiki.
As you, do you like put a hand out to them? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah.
You put a hand out to them. As you do, you note that they do not immediately take your hand. They look to it and then look back to you. Well, welcome to my library, Hibiki.
So you're the one that Michelle mentioned.
Guessing I would be. It depends on what he mentioned. If he mentioned that I was the keeper of the library, then yes. If he mentioned that I was something else, then that is not me.
I believe he said that, yeah.
Then that is what I am.
I also heard that you messed with a gummy block and turned it into a cast iron skillet thing.
Yes.
So you know how to handle gummy block pretty well
Yes.
then.
Decently well.
Would you be willing to help us? Me and the others have just gotten back from the tower place and have secured a shipment of a bunch of gummy blocks to go up to the dam to fix it. But none of us really know how to use it.
Oh, no, I cannot do that.
You can't do that.
I cannot.
You can make a pan, but you can't build up a wall.
Oh, I can build up a wall. I just cannot go there. Just cannot do that.
Why?
Because that would require me bringing myself in front of people.
And you can't do that because...
Oh, because I don't want to. Yes.
So you're saying to me
Mhm.
that you don't want to help fix the dam
Yes.
because you don't want to be in front of people.
Mhm.
A dam that is going to flood the entirety of the lower city.
Yes.
You're more concerned about appearing in front of people than the countless lives that are about to be lost.
I mean, it's not as many lives as what would normally be lost, if that helps. Because most people in the lower cities are most likely deceased. Does that help?
Can you teach me how to use the gummy block that way so we don't need your fucking help?
No, you are not able to do so.
Why not?
Well, do you have any experience in building anything? Carpentry, metalworking, anything of the sort? Stoneworking? Because it does not look as if you have worked many days in your life.
Now hold on a fucking second. I sure have worked. I've worked myself to the fucking bone for what I wanted to be.
But it was not any sort of menial job as such as that. It is not anything in any sort of construction. Correct?
I guess not.
Mhm.
Unless you count building up muscles.
Oh, yes, you definitely have muscle. Though it does appear that you have some atrophy.
It's very unfortunate about that. But you're telling me that you can't teach me to use the gummy block in the way that I need it to.
Well, if you were some kind of a builder, such as a carpenter, a stoneworker, or anything of the such, then you could use your own ability to do such. But since you can't do that, you would need a gift in magic to be able to do so. And even then, you would have to have specifically the magic that you would need to work with it.
I've been granted a lot of things since coming to this planet, but you're telling me I can't simply mess with this gummy block stuff without specifically other certain things.
If I were to give you a bunch of wood, do you think you can make me an adequate chair?
Well, no, I'd need a lot of tools and shit to do that.
Yes.
Not that I would know
So-
how to do it.
So you have the gummy block, which you would think would be the building blocks for whatever you're doing, but you need the tools, which are the skills that I'm telling you that you do not have. Does that make sense?
So I can I can magically be taught how to fight with a chain.
Mm-hmm.
But you're telling me I can't be magically taught how to build something.
Oh, you probably could. Was I the one that taught you how to fight with a chain?
No.
Then it doesn't appear that I have the tools to do that.
All right then. Goodbye.
Goodbye. If you are to ever find the tools to be able to do whatever you wish, then I will try to do my best.
Sure. If he will leave.
They will turn and start messing with their light some more. As they do, you walk away from this person who really touched some sore spots with you.
Yep.
That word just keeps on sort of going through your head as they mentioned the atrophy that that has gone through you.
They were one sentence away of saying, "When are you gonna get a real job?"
Oh my God, Will.
Well, they were doing that kind of mentality, like, "Oh, you don't look like you've worked in your life, you fucking millennial."
In their mind, they can look at you and they're like, "Oh, you're an athlete, and like, you know, you're also like at this point they don't know what your actual job is, but they look at you and they're like, you aren't someone who is a builder, so I can't just say you can do it or give you any pointers on how to do it, and you don't have the skills to do it magically, so no, sorry."
Shoss didn't give a fuck about the people. It's also just like, I don't want.
As a fellow introvert, that is valid.
I mean, you could have asked why.
Does Hibiki care enough to ask why? Is he going to go back and ask her
You just see like
why?
Hibiki at the side of this fucking head, just like standing there like, do I want more information from them?
Do I want to understand? Do I have any hope that this person has some actually valid reason? That's a natural one. What does that say about Hibiki?
What does that say about Hibiki?
You know what? That natural one is gonna say that against his better judgment, he is gonna go back. Not happy. He's obviously gonna be fucking mad. He's like, I have to fucking know why.
Tell
Oh,
me
hello
why.
again, Hibiki.
So why? Why can't you be in front of people?
Oh, it's
Why
not
is that
I
an
can't.
issue?
It's not that I can't be in front of people. I'm in front of so many people right now.
But the whole having you help us with blocking the damn thing, you're not able to do that because you don't want to be in front of other people.
Yes.
Why?
Because they could kill me.
Why?
Because I am vulnerable.
So you're telling me that the people that want you to fix the dam,
Mhm.
you're afraid that they're going to kill you while you're trying to fix it.
Some of them definitely could.
Is there a reason why people would want to specifically kill you despite you trying to help everyone?
Oh, yes.
Elaborate on why.
I have been attempted. I have had many attempted assassinations in my time of life. In fact, ever since I've been away from my sisters a couple of 100 years prior than this, I have had a stake on my life happen at least once a year. And that is just on
Why?
average.
Why do people want to kill you?
They wish to take the blessing of the forest from me.
What is the blessing of the forest, and why would they kill you to get it from you?
It is one of the many blessings that me and my sisters have achieved. And because we have achieved them and split them among ourselves, we are able to collectively use the power of all three of the blessings we have achieved. And because of that, if I were to die, then both of my sisters would also die, and we would lose all three of our blessings. And whoever killed me would take the blessing that I have, and the other two would go off into the wilds.
And this blessing is apparently really important. Why?
Well, it's just very powerful.
What's it do?
Many different things. I can make they make their way over to you. As they do, they move their wand at you, and you note Hibiki, your
Hibiki?
jacket. Your jacket, Hibiki.
He will in fact. You know how in Dark Souls they have like the hand parry thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do that real quick.
You go to a hand parry. I would like you to roll me for your strength.
Actually, hang on a second. Hey, Deco.
What's up, man?
Real quick, can I use this to roll twice to have 2 different rolls locked in?
Sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
Bloop bloop. You are using your karma token to give yourself 2 rolls you can decide to use
Hell
at any
yeah.
time.
So a 17 and a 5. Hell yeah. That's a thing we can do, guys. It's an incredible tool. And now here we go. I will now grab my two splations I got today. And let's fucking do this shit.
Oh,
Natural 20 plus 2. So a natural 20, 19.
as you go to them, I'm going to have them roll. And I hope I don't make you waste a nat 20.
It would be hilarious if you make me waste a nat 20, good sir. It just shows just how atrophied,
Okay,
how
good.
atrophied he is.
You do find that as you bring your arm up to parry them, to knock them away from you, you do find it takes considerably more force than you were expecting. As soon as you put your arm up, you expect to just bat them away. You see this frail elf in front of you and you're like, get the fuck out of here. When you hit their arm, it feels as if you hit pure fucking stone for a moment. But does that deter you? No, it does not. As you
My jacket's too important.
as you push their arm away and then look to them.
I don't know what you're doing, but you're not messing up my jacket.
Oh, all right then. Then I cannot show you.
You can explain it with your words.
I could. It is the blessing of the forest.
And it does what exactly
Oh.
when you use the blessing?
It blesses you and changes your clothes green, though they are already green.
They're more of a turquoise than green. And what exactly would changing the color of them actually accomplish?
Oh, I could do it without changing the color. I just think that green's neat.
Green is very neat, but I like this particular shade of green more.
They
But
look
what does
to
the-
they look to your jacket as if they find that much more interesting than everything else you're saying.
So what exactly would this blessing actually give me beyond a change of clothing?
Oh, what?
Colors.
What? Excuse me?
The blessing.
Oh, sorry. I was
He
looking at
just
your
snaps
jacket.
his fingers, getting her attention.
I was looking at your
Um,
jacket. It was very nice.
It is very nice. It's very important. That's why I can't let things happen to it. Anyway, the blessing.
I mean, I wouldn't consider it extremely important, but it is very nice. It is up to you to be able to protect your possessions, and I understand that. But to be fair, it does not appear to be anything of too much actual note.
Sentimental value. I don't even know if you understand what that means with how you've been acting.
I can understand sentimental value. It is how people
Okay.
artificially inflate the value of mundane things.
Right. Again, though, to keep on track, this blessing thing, what does it actually impart beyond changing colors?
Oh, that is not up to me. That is up to the blessing.
The blessing of the force specifically?
Yep. You see, what I would be giving you is a partial blessing of the forest. You would not have the full blessing because that is inside of me. If you had the full blessing, then you would have all of the abilities that the forest could give you. Unfortunately, if I were to give you a small blessing, it would only be giving you whatever it could give you. I tried giving it to the others as well, but both of them also rejected it for being green.
They probably didn't realize that they could have it without having the color change.
Yeah, but why would they do so? Green's so neat.
Green is very nice, I can say that. But not everyone likes having their clothes, artificially dyed.
It does not hurt it.
People have a sense of fashion. And it's important to them, especially in a time when, we're very confused about the world that we're in. So keeping things that we have from our old worlds the same can be pretty important to people trying to adjust.
If you would like to latch on to the last vestiges of your previous destroyed world, then I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else?
So you can't give up the full blessing, but you give partial blessings? Is that just what you do?
I do, though I do not give it to everyone, and because of that, people do not like me. I am giving it to all of you because you are chosen by Michel, and he is currently my charge.
Then fine, I would like this blessing without changing my clothing, please.
Of course. They make their way over to you. As they do, they seem to give a wave of their wand. You do note, as they are doing so, that you feel that there is some kind of a sense of something about you. That something just smells differently about you. Something feels differently. You feel almost a slight chill go over you, as if you are feeling the winter more than you did before. As you begin to feel this, you do note that as you are doing so, your jacket does change color. However, immediately, as soon as everything is said and done, you look to the jacket, you get a small angry look, and then they wave their wand and the jacket returns to normal. I was just trying it out.
Thank you.
As you are now, you feel something has happened with you.
Wow.
Some kind of magic is going down. In fact, as you obtain this blessing, you also note the coin upon your front, which is currently underneath your shirt, I believe, because you were hiding it.
Yeah.
Gives off a glow as well.
Huh. It glows. Again, neat.
And there you are.
So now that you've imparted it, can you tell what it did to me?
They look at you. Nothing has changed with your physique. Nothing seems to have changed with your mind. It must have been spiritual in some way.
Spiritual, you say?
Well, it obviously has not changed your emotions at all, because you do still seem angry.
It's very true. You're a very difficult woman, and it's not because of your giving the blessing either, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're very difficult.
Oh, that is fine.
That is probably more why people do not like you than the whole blessing bit.
I believe that might be a reason, but I don't think that that's a reason for going and killing someone. So
You'd
I'd have
be
to disagree.
surprised.
It makes much more sense to come and kill me for the things that they want than to come and kill me for me talking with them, because I don't want to talk with them.
You wouldn't happen to know anybody else who would be physically able to help with gummy block shenanigans, right?
There are some mages around the city who possibly could, though a lot of them are most likely dead. You could ask the king of this land. I believe he is able to do some such of things like that. Or anybody inside of his court could potentially do so. You could find any of the Moogle people from around here. They might be able to help you. Other than that, you would have to speak with my sisters. I don't know where one of them is, and the other one is currently being held captive.
Captive by who?
By the king.
Do you know why?
Yes.
Could you tell me why?
Yes.
Okay, that right there is why people probably don't like you. You're not explaining
But I
things.
answered your question. You asked if I could tell you, and I said yes.
Will you tell me?
Do you want me to tell you?
They're a teacher, no.
Yes!
Oh, well then, they were taken captive so that I would watch Michel.
That's weird. Why you?
Because I own the library.
So he's forcing you to watch Michel.
Yes.
And he put Michel here so you could watch him.
Yes.
This place that has a weird magical seal on it that would
Yes.
cause endless pain for Michel?
I don't believe that has anything to do with the place here. I believe that is just the way that he has locked him away.
I see.
The magics were not meant to keep things inside. The magics are meant to keep things out. That is why the light we see around us now is keeping out the darkness. It was never meant to trap something inside.
You know what? I just have one more question then.
Just one?
For now.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, because if you only had one, that means we would never talk again.
Oh no, as long as I'm here, I'm probably going to keep coming back to you. We're all probably going to have to keep coming back to you because you're Michel's ward.
It seems very
no,
silly that you would come back to me despite how much you do not like me.
Anyway, what do you know about a white flame that would have appeared in the middle of the city, basically, that can somehow fight the darkness almost as well as the light here?
A white flame? I do
Is
not
that
know.
anything familiar? Not at all?
I don't know. There are many things that we do not understand about this world. Maybe one of my sisters know?
All right then. Thank you for your time.
I would warn you, my sisters can be rather difficult.
I'll sure take your word on that.
So Zarel,
Yeah, man.
you would make your way out. As you do, you see a person in front of you. They are kind of just standing, looking off toward the exit. As you approach them, what you doing?
It's like Flamio, we had seen you before the caravan, yeah? Have you healed from your injury any better yet?
Do I know you?
Blank. It appears we do not know each other. I apologize. You look familiar to someone else around here.
Oh, sorry. I guess I have that face.
That phase.
Puts hand out. My name's Nike.
Nike, hello Nike. I am Zarel. It is good to see another person around here.
It's good to see you. I saw this light surrounding the area and I made my way here, but it seems that everyone is very busy.
There's definitely been a lot of turmoil and moving about in this area. Well, you know, with the whole the end of the world and all that. do you happen to have any identically dressed people you hang around with? It's a strange question, but seriously, you look familiar.
Oh, well, when it comes to my garb, this is usually just what a lot of people wear down in the lower city. Though if you're talking exactly like mine, then maybe you seem my sister?
Your sister?
Yes.
Has she wanted to blow any big doors with bombs recently in your lifetime?
Blow any big doors with bombs?
Wrong one. Wrong one.
I don't think so.
You're like, wrong one. Inner hibiki.
Wrong woman. Wrong woman. It's the other one. The thief one that we helped at the beginning. We got the card off of her.
No, let Zarel do this.
Let him go.
Let him cook.
Hibiki just like overhears the conversation and it's like, wrong woman. No, I'm sorry. This is the wrong one. I'm meeting a lot of people very suddenly. I apologize.
No, it's perfectly fine. You're an off-worlder, though you seem like you're a Cherish.
I am a Cherish. It was just I am brand new, as some would say.
Oh, I see.
So you'll have to forgive me if I have some problem putting some faces here and there.
That's no problem at all.
No, I believe someone like your sister, someone similar to you, would have been right. We had found her underneath a caravan for a bit.
That explains why you came to me and asked me if I was okay, because I was under a caravan.
Indeed.
Are they all right? Do you know their name?
Well, at least I don't. One of my compatriots has been talking to her though, so maybe she might. Still, if this is the person, I could definitely check. Hey Muna, are you done yet with your weird magic thingy?
It's not weird. It's to respect. Oh, it's you again.
I'm normal. I'm normal.
Oh, it is not you again. Sorry. I think I know your sister.
Yeah, I just got that.
Yeah, Muna, I was, do you happen to know, the name of the other person that we have brought here? Because,
yeah, I'm just trying to see if it
cannot.
actually is my sister or not.
I'm trying to remember. She gave me.
She
a
never
name by
did.
the-
She gave you her brother's name.
Yeah.
She gave me your name, if that helps.
What's my name?
Nike.
There you go. Oh, yeah, then that's definitely her.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know-
going to be honest here. I was starting to think you weren't real. The way she was hiding her. Look, Cicero. Hiding aspects of herself was, well, frustrating to say the least, but made it seem like there was another person responsible.
Hiding
Well, she hide
aspects of
things.
themselves?
You know, sweats.
Tell him. Tell this boy
What's
that
there?
tell this boy his sister's a thief to his face. Tell him.
You know.
Why would she have to lie? I mean, assume she was her. I mean, is she ashamed or something?
You know, her magic tricks.
Her magic. She's a magician.
Well, in a way, magic tricks are those that are non-magical but give a sense of wonder because it's not magical.
Then
never
why would
seen
you
them
put the
practicing any
magic
tricks.
first?
If
It's
they
tricks
were-
at that point. I agree with Nike here.
They're great tricks.
Well, if you see her again, I'm trying to find her.
She was inside before, but she probably wandered off.
Yeah, I went inside already and tried to see if I could find her anywhere, but nothing. I guess I'll
Sorry.
just start looking outside.
Well, some people have decided to move around other areas so where the light touches, so it will be anywhere around this area is a decent place for her to settle into.
Yeah,
If
I
you're
heard
looking
that
for
heard that the light was protecting us. So I'll do my best not to step too far out of it unless I see them out of it, I guess.
Oh, may I ask something while we're here?
Of course.
What are you willing to tell about your upbringing and all that?
Basically an open book. What do you need to know?
Alright, so, you and your sister, what was your upbringing like?
Classified. I'm playing.
You're just like, oh, we were just redacted.
We had a normal enough upbringing from people in the lower city, I think. We lost our parents at a pretty early age, so mostly we've had to fend for ourselves. I work down in the fish markets. At the moment, I don't think that they're doing much of anything. They sometimes go into the central and upper cities and, they do some begging. We sometimes need help when it comes to our rent and other things we have to get done, so it's unfortunate. It's not my proudest thing, but I'm not fully able to provide for all of us quite yet, and that's mostly because of my boss, but he shrugs.
Your boss
What
is even
did
doing
your
something.
boss do?
Okay, you're doing that, boys. It sounds very bad.
I meant, what did your boss do?
He has a different way of paying us. He pays us based off of merit, and he doesn't really see some of the things me and the boys do at the fish market as, entirely something of full merit. So whenever he goes and spends money on us, he has a certain amount that he pays us, and the fact that there's a ton of us there means that we don't get a lot of pay.
Oh, typical nobleman with that. That sucks, dude.
I have never heard you use those words in a sentence before. I mean,
Neither have I. I don't like those words.
Unfortunately,
Still,
they own most of the fishing boats around here, so we can't really do much of anything without them. And even then, all I do is take care of the things at the shore. I don't even go on the boats. I just separate things and make sure that they're all around and parasite and disease free, things of that nature.
Parasite and disease free. You say you don't. But that really matters. That's one of the most important jobs.
Muna, get in the hug now. Breathe a little. Ride the wave. Alright. We're good now.
My anarchy is showing around. My anarchy, communist, socialism.
We've been doing, hopefully, we were doing a little bit better for a bit. I thought that I was going to be at least something of trying to get up with everything. I was saving up for our own fishing boat. Unfortunately, we tried keeping everything in items instead of in money, because whenever we'd have money, we'd want to spend it. So for a while, me and my sister were keeping a bunch of gummy block. But unfortunately, one day, everything got kind of taken from us about a week or so ago.
Wait, you also had a... I'm getting whiplash. Hold on, I'm going in several timelines now. Sorry, I understand what is being said. I'm trying to remember if this information was ever shared at all. Where am I?
I think you're right. Someone else was also robbed a week ago.
No, Bosco was robbed of their sign. I just don't know if they told us.
Oh.
I'm getting temporal whiplash.
Were we told? I know I wasn't told. I was up spooning this guy's sister.
I'm decently sure that Zarel was told about this.
Okay, alright.
Because Muna ran off after Bosco.
I will proceed as such then. You had been robbed a week ago. We had heard of someone else who had been robbed of their gummy block not that long ago.
It was around the same time that those two off-worlders showed up, the ones that the kingdom tried to exile. the Keyblade wielders.
Correct. This would be the ones that they're talking about it.
It was around the time those two showed up. The town was going decently crazy with the idea that, they were spreading out that this was going to happen, motions around. But nobody believed them at the time. And whenever they got exiled, everything sort of went into a doomsday scenario. There were some people who believed them, some people who knew what a Keyblade wielder was, some people who pretended to know what they were, lies and truths being mixed together all over the place, rumors starting, and in all of the chaos, a lot of people got robbed, especially in the lower city.
Yeah, so unfortunately you can't do a normal protest with the guillotines. So
We had
we'll
tried
have to wait
hiding
on
them.
that one.
We had tried hiding them off somewhere, but unfortunately, I guess you can't hide things well enough, right?
Yes. I wonder about the other Keyblade wielder. We haven't seen them.
The other Keyblade, you mean Boya's Master?
Yes. I have my suspicions about the Master.
You have suspicions?
Hold on, this isn't being suspicious music. Let me get this one. There we go.
Yes. Yes, suspicions, but there is a chance that my suspicions could be wrong, and there's a secret mastermind behind it all. But I think there's another story with the Master that we need to unfold.
Well, for Master, I suppose first we'd have to confirm that he's alive. I believe that Boya had mentioned that he may have locked himself away with that beast that had attacked and whatnot.
Yes.
I'm sorry, we're kind of there's a lot of things connecting together in our brains right now.
No, it's fine. I usually, whenever people talk about things that are beyond me, I usually just wait for them to stop and continue with whatever I can say.
Either way, it seems you and your sister either have your stories really well coordinated, or I can trust that you two have been honest with me.
Okay.
I have to admit, I'm also kind of lost, Muna. Is there something I had missed in the conversation? Is there a reason you would believe that his sister would be lying?
Well, yes, assume everyone lies until you find out the truth.
That's pretty
That's
pragmatic.
a lot of work. that's a lot of work.
Well, I didn't always have that belief, but one bad friend after another, you know how it is.
I get it.
I don't.
Being raised where I was, you kind of have to watch your back constantly.
Oh, yes. Oh, sometimes I kind of miss it, though, because there was also a bit of a community.
You must have had a pretty good place to grow up then.
No, I didn't, but...
I mean, if you can find a place where you have community, it sounds really good.
Well, it's a community... How do I put it? Honor among thieves?
There's nothing like that here. At least I don't think.
Oh, you
Most
need
of the
to
time,
pick it up.
most of the time when it comes to people in the lower city, a lot of us keep our heads down as much as we can. We don't want to... Well... Never mind.
So have you brought the guillotine out yet?
Huh?
Well, it's obviously you have a leadership that needs to be taken down so that you can... And never mind.
They don't.
we'll
They
do
don't
it-
usually use a guillotine or anything on us. They just put us off in the island.
Oh, not on you, the other way around.
Wait, the island?
Yeah. There's a prison in the lower city. We just call it the island. They have a bunch of guards that are basically stationed there 24/7.
Oh, let me guess. That's where you put the diseased and the possessed and the mentally ill.
I don't think so. It's usually where people go whenever they fuck up. Like if you get, I guess, convicted for a crime. I'm not sure if that's different where you come from, but that's how jails are basically like for us. The thing is, though, a lot of the time when it comes to that place, it doesn't seem like the crimes justify going there a lot of the time. They have different layers of the place, you see. And the deeper you go down into the island, the more wrong that you've been convicted of. But it's weird, because you would think that they would have others around. From what I've talked to from other off-worlders, there are more smaller jails usually about, some that are only small stays. But usually if you go to the island, you don't come back.
Well, probably some labor being done with them.
People think that whenever people go there, they're either there for life or maybe they get shipped off world or something. It's
Shipped
where
off world, shipped into slavery. Oh, if you have any slavery in this world, I am going to destroy that with every inch of my power.
I don't
Alright,
think we have
alright,
any slavery.
Oh, good.
Let's calm down a
lot of people who come to this world have talked about it, about how worlds enslave themselves or doing different kinds of things to its people. But I think in a melting pot as big as this, most of us agree, I guess rather controversially, according to the rest of the world, that slavery is bad.
Welcome to the dark side. Ooh.
I love this. Like, apparently, rather controversially, we've ran the numbers on this. It's actually kind of fucked up.
It's really weird. Really weird how many worlds out there have had slavery.
But if slavery is a no-go, then there's a chance there's still slavery going on in those islands. They're just not calling it slavery. They're calling it
Indentured or something. Yeah.
Oh no, they're calling it a job, but they don't give you a living wage.
Oh,
They give you a wage, but it's not enough to live off of, and you have to rely on them.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, that'd be a horrible system.
I wouldn't know anything about that after what I've just told you.
Me being underpaid?
Slavery is bad, Blue 2023. You know what? I'm good with that being a quote for me.
You know what? It should be a quote. Usually our
Taking
quotes
a
are all
stance.
about
You know
women.
what?
We need to move on.
Taking
know,
a stance. Slavery is
2023?
bad.
Okay, shift size. You want to hear a controversial take? 2023?
Oh no.
Hitler was bad.
Oh shit.
What a hot take. Clearly.
Either way, let's keep going. But yeah, if there's anything else, like I said, I'm a bit of an open book, but I don't really know much about the island or much else. I usually, again, try to keep my head to the ground. I usually leave going up to the upper city and things like that to Jordan, but...
Well, the only heads that will be rolling on the ground from now on will be those corrupt leaders.
Okay. I just want to find my sister.
She should be somewhere. I suppose while we're here, we could probably help.
Just
look
saying,
for
if
her.
you want to start a movement, I've started worse movements
Moon,
and with worse
please.
measures.
I don't really need to start a movement. I mean, with a lot of the workforce gone, they're gonna need me now, so maybe things will get better. I don't know.
Aww. Yes, they'll get better, honey.
Okay.
Quick question that is not related to starting a movement in Sarajevo. we'd heard from Siphius that one of the eggs was in a prison. Did we get specifically tell like what prison, like directionally?
According to this guy, whenever you say that, he had just said that there aren't a lot of jails or prisons about other than the island.
I see.
If you're looking for a prison, the only thing you'd find on this side of the mountains is the island.
Well, where would the island be at that point? Sorry, I'm trying to get acquainted to everything right now.
The southeast part of the lower city, before you leave the actual city limits. It's easy enough to get there. You just need a boat. Problem is, again, there's a bunch of guards all around it, and you never know what's going to happen now with all these creatures that's been going everywhere. Maybe those guards have been taken down, or maybe they've been able to somehow keep them off. I don't know.
Either way, if they happen to still be there, I assume they would be kind of uppity about the whole,
Yeah, you can expect that place is either completely taken over by those bug creatures, or they are on high alert, yeah.
So you want to go to the island too, Zarel?
Well, not for jail, hopefully. No, I just want to know what's there.
Aw, my little revolutionist.
I
Starts
don't-
pinching his cheek.
Just do not do that.
This is like, I just want an egg, man. I guess I'm gonna make my way out and see if I can find my sister then. When it comes to everything else, I'm sure that she'll just make her way here, so if you want to stick around here and see if she shows up, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah. If you see her first, tell her I apologize for putting quotation marks when I said brother.
Oh, sure.
You did what?
I thought she was saying her brother, quotation marks, was...
Yeah?
Anyway, see you later.
If we see her, we'll let her know.
Alright, thanks.
Have a good one, Nikki.
Puts hand up, starts walking off.
What a bunch of weirdos.
Those guys are weird. As you guys notice him making his way out, we will make our way to the final person, as you guys will be done with your stuff, and Hibaki's done with their stuff, so they'd meet out with you guys as well. But going over to Gilgamesh, you would have taken your chest up to the top and placed it down. It's a nice little chest. It's very good. It has your things. We can just go ahead and move that over to your side if you want to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that over by your stuff. Yeah, there you go.
The first piece of a new horde.
As you make your way down, you said you wanted to try to talk to Michelle.
If it's even possible for him to be awake.
You step over toward the swirling vortex of magic. As you do find that the pages of around the area begin to mess about. They begin to start reforming about, spinning, until finally the cover is formed, and you see what appears to be Michelle floating in front of you. Oh, good afternoon, Gilgamesh.
Yes.
I assume that I'm correct with the time, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. The sun's still out.
Well, it's either afternoon or around lunch, maybe? Either way, what can I do for you?
I still have questions about emotions to just this whole thing.
The library?
Mostly your imprisonment.
I can try to give you as much information as I can, though, to be fair, I don't know a lot about this place despite having been here for quite a while. All I know is that, apparently, the more power this place regains, the more access those beings who call this place home will have of it.
What secrets do these libraries hold?
Well, the books behind us were all handpicked and kept by the one that is in charge of this place. Themselves and their family have had these halls completely made for them. I believe the Warden's sisters have had similar things given to them around the worlds as well. Most likely there are either other libraries or other places of potential hoarding of items around the area. I haven't been to any of them, and I barely knew of this one before coming here, but that is essentially where my mind sort of goes at the moment. The cherished legends of this place were a thing far before I was imprisoned here. They never really opened their walls before, their doors before to anyone, but somehow the king of this place, Lord Akron, had found a way to imprison me here despite the doors being sealed. I'm not entirely sure how he managed to do much of any of this, but what can I say?
Let's see.
From the small bits of information I've been given since making my way here, that the warden has saw fit to tell me or has allowed to slip through, they don't find themselves incredibly knowledgeable about things. They keep to themselves mostly. But from the things that I do know, I'm gonna switch over to a different song. This is very loud. From the things that I do know of the passage of time, most people consider me, as I was a somewhat high up authority in the world before all this happened. Most people consider me dead at this point. A lot of people who reside here, since they come from off-world or since they have been born since the ages that I have been gone, hardly remember anything of me, if they even cross their minds. The world moves on, as they say.
Of that I'm painfully aware. Well, if you can't tell me the secrets of this place,
I could
you
tell
know
you
about
more
the
of
powers.
I could tell you more of me if you wish.
You have the power to break this curse on me.
Curse on you? Oh, your magical form. That's what you mean, correct?
Yes.
Hmm.
This was not a choice.
I believe that I had told you, whenever I had visited your heart, that I would do anything that I could to find your allies from your world. I believe that one of them, from what brief things I saw inside of you, was the one that put you into this position, correct? And they were the wild mage?
Yes.
I believe that if the wild magic is what has given you this form, it had given it to you for a reason. Either because it was the only way of survival for you, or perhaps you had needed to use it for something. I don't know. But what I do know is that the one who cast this form upon you could potentially take it from you. I'm not sure how knowledgeable in the magics they are, but I'm sure that they would be able to do something, and if I were to return to full power, I might be able to do something to aid you. I cannot guarantee, however. The wild magic is something that moves very mysteriously. If it is a new form that you are looking for, I could maybe prepare something like that, but I'm not sure if I could give you your original form back.
One change of shape is enough for me.
I'm sorry, Gilgamesh. I don't know much about the things around me. I wish I could give you more promising news, but since I've been here as long as I have, I've lost some of my mind, unfortunately. Not even to anything in particular, it's just sometimes it's hard to concentrate on the details, and as you see his eyes just sort of look at one of the pages flying by him, sometimes I wonder if it would be better if everything I knew was just committed to writing. But I believe that is exactly what Lord Akram wants. I guess it's that stubbornness that's kept me alive all this time.
Perhaps one day you'll set food for some.
Do you have songs in your world?
Yes.
My
Bees.
my world had songs whenever I was still in it. And there was one in particular that I would always hum to myself whenever I was feeling particularly lonely. Every now and then, the warden here tells me that I hum, but I don't notice when I do. There's some song that's deep inside my head that I can't seem to recall anytime I wish to recall it. But the only one who knows is the warden. Sorry, I went on a tangent.
I do not remember the songs either. I wish I had listened to them more closely.
Your world, the one you left behind, were you close? Were you close to the to any of the goings on with your world? Did you pay attention to the songs, to the history, to the whims of the wind?
I paid attention to my map, to my forests. My brothers craved more companionship in those ways, songs and musics. They can tell you more about that kind of thing.
Well, perhaps one day I'll meet them. As for you, there is one thing that I did wish to warn you about. If you do make your way toward the dam, you will be very close to Lord Akron. I'm not sure if he is currently residing in the upper city or if he is off at his kingdom atop of the great tree. But if you go to the dam, and you're going with a large number of people, then you do run the risk of meeting him. The one thing that I would bring to you, though I know that you will most likely not listen to me, and that is so very you, and I cannot be upset about it. I would advise you not letting him know that you are a dragon. But if you do let him know, I would advise you not antagonize him too much. I do not know how Lord Akron did a lot of the things he did to seal me away. And I am not trying to say that you are any easier target than myself, because that is not true. What I am trying to say is, if we need to save your family, and if we need to save the one who put you in this position, we need you free. More than we need me free.
I suppose I should inform the others about that.
If you ever can remember the song, or if you ever remember a song from your world, I'd like to hear them. And if the one who holds me here, the warden of this place, ever remembers my song, I'd love to hear it as well. But that is just a whim. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to speak with each other and find out any pleasantries. I do want to know a lot about your world. It seems extremely interesting to produce someone like you. A being that not only was a dragon, but now is in the body of a fully corporeal magical being that is beyond anything I understand. You must have been from a fascinating world indeed, Gilgamesh.
A world that I've learned to appreciate, perhaps a little more than I did before. And one that dwarfs this one in its majesty.
Seems that your world is one they speak in tales. Something grand, a fantasy even. Fantasy made real.
Maybe one day you'll live to see it brought back from the brink.
I would be interested. That being said, I'm feeling particularly tired today. If you have any other questions, I can speak with you, but I think I might return to my confines.
Only one.
Of course.
What do you know about keyblades?
Not much, unfortunately. I know of their existence. I know the ones who wield them have a duty to protect those around them and fight against the darkness as members of the few that are chosen by the light. But I don't know much. In my world, there was only the sky that ever really enticed me. My world was not something of fantasy. It was not something of grand tales. It was something where the ones who lived there would always be wishing for more. And when I came here, I got that. I fell in love with this place to a point that I would do anything to protect it. Which is where all of you come in.
I think I understand. Maybe. If I'm going to get any answers, I'll need to speak to that person's master then.
Hopefully they're doing fine.
They better be alive. Unless the tales of their prowess will be highly exaggerated.
I will continue to try to feel out where any more potential lighthouses will be, or any more beacons could possibly be around the city. But I'll have to do it from my confines. Until we next, Gilgamesh.
Yes. Best of luck in your search for more beacons. We will need them.
I almost had it. It was right on the tip of my Paige. Until next time. He shreds up into a bunch of pages once more and disappears into the torrent of magic.
He just kind of starts walking back outside. And he just mumbles to himself, "How did it go?"
As you make your way out, you stand before, as everybody seems to be gathering back up around. Hibiki doesn't look like he's having a good time, but
This is unsurprising.
as all of you gather up together once more, you guys see Gilgamesh making his way out without a box.
Gilgamesh, how was your box pudding?
Quick and efficient.
Well, is this what they call what is it? When you show something and you tell about it?
I don't know what you
Well.
mean.
Sorry.
Something happened with you three.
I was going to mention Hibiki. You look upset.
That
Seems
woman is
normal.
one of the most difficult people I've ever had to deal with, and I've dealt with a lot of difficult people. But,
Mhm.
and she also won't help us with the gummy block thing.
The transmogrifying, the synthesis.
I guess that'll have to be the way we understand it yet. Apparently, in order to actually use the stuff, you need to know how to build shit. So you can't just impart the knowledge of how to use the gummy block without already knowing how to build things. And she doesn't want to help do that because she's afraid she's going to die. When she is
Going to
helping.
die.
I mean, that's basic math.
Yeah. Apparently this blessing of the force that she has is apparently really important. And people have tried to kill her for it before. And if one of her sisters dies, apparently they all die. One of her sisters is missing. The other one's been taken by the king, and she's here being forced to watch over Michelle.
Oh, that's
So that's cool.
terrible. Oh, but it's cool.
She also
now?
doesn't give a shit about the people that are going to die anyway, and she refuses to help on that part with the dam. But I got a cool blessing out of her, and also, in case y'all were aware of her blessing thing, you can ask her not to change your clothes colors.
Why would that matter?
I did not ask for it because I did not have the blessing of the woods.
It apparently does things, and she gives a blessing to people. So I took it.
Oh.
She can't
Well,
give the full blessing, just a part of it, and I guess it's just random what it does for other people. And every time I asked her things, she would say yes. And then I'd have to ask her to explain the things, and then she would fucking explain it. And
Well, no, it makes perfect sense to me. You first ask the question, and then you ask to elaborate. And if you don't want to elaborate, then you don't ask her to elaborate.
you normally just get the elaboration when you ask the question, when it's very clear you want the elaboration.
Well, why? How would you know that?
I believe my brother mentioned this once. It was called social intelligence. Social something. I never listened. Maybe consider just killing her and taking that part of the blessing.
Wouldn't all three of them die at that point if it's what Hibiki is saying is true?
And they'd take her full blessing, and the other two would just disappear somewhere, I guess. I don't fucking know.
And that would probably ruin the nature of this world.
Probably do something.
He would make for a poor warden runt.
I mean, hey, at least there wouldn't be a fucking warden over Michelle, though. Maybe you could get him free, but easier.
I feel like that's a trap.
I feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like that it's like, the one thing you don't want to
whispering in our
do.
ears?
I'm just telling you, it feels like maybe someone who's a warden of someone needs to be there to keep them in. If you wanted to kill, if you want to kill her, that's on you.
I'm just saying that if she dies, a certain king is gonna know immediately.
Which king?
The king of the planet.
Oh no,
King
I
of the
cannot
planet.
advocate about not stabbing random ladies. We just got past slavery is bad. Can we not regress to killing women?
Aww.
You three didn't know that slavery was bad.
It's bad. Really, really bad.
Oh, it's bad, alright.
I mean, once the concept was explained, I completely agree. That part I got into very fast.
At any rate, is that what happened with you two?
We had talked to the brother of this girl that Muna had been talking to before.
I don't know if either of you
Nothing.
picked up on it, but he did say his sister's name.
I get a free pass on this one. I don't want to hear about it. Whenever I don't remember something, I'm just being in character. I don't want to talk about
I
it.
don't have a free pass, so how much do I have to pay?
He had mentioned at one point that he leaves most of the traveling around and learning about the city to Jordan.
Oh my god, why would you do that?
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
What's up, man?
You piece of... You know something.
Hmm. Was anything of worth learned?
I can't wait to find their third brother, Yeezy.
Well,
What about the fourth brother, Tim?
well, knowing that if we can convince John Everymans, we have him to be able to maybe mess with the gummy block to help with the dam.
Oh, he seems pretty good at it, considering that he happened to make that ring. So I suppose the issue would be convincing him.
You guys do know one other person that has been known to mess about with forming gummy blocks.
Is it our good old pals Bosco and Macho?
Yep, they formed gummy block into a sign.
Yeah.
Those two. Wait a minute. They might be able to.
Right, I had been thinking about it before. Turns out that these fine people as well had their gummy blocks stolen. Around the same time as the sign was stolen.
It makes me wonder about the master. Of course, Booyah could be playing the fool, but I have a feeling the master may not be a great master, but I could be wrong.
I am not a master of deduction. But let me see if I can understand what you're saying. Are you saying that her master got out of the castle after they were evicted, stole all the gummy block, and then shrugs? What was he gonna do? Does he know how to transmogrify it? Does he just have like a pile somewhere? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm trying to follow along.
Don't worry, you won't mean. Good criticism goes a long way.
Yeah, clearly it seems you haven't received enough of it.
Do you guys wanna go and ask the boys if they can mess with gummy block?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is a good idea.
Yes.
The four of you would make your way down to this little makeshift little item selling area. Also, man, they have a bed of fucking stuff in here now, and they have these other big
Right.
long things of of things that you can sleep on. Look at them. They have all kinds of things in here.
100 a night. If you want double, it's double.
If you want double, it's double.
You have to
as you
pay us
guys,
for special treatment.
as you guys make your way back over, it's like, oh, what's going? What? Anyway.
I'm sorry, Macho.
It's nice to see all of you. Muna, did the candles work out well?
Oh, yes, they did. Was
That's
there
wonderful.
anyone watching me? I don't know if you saw from your end.
Oh, there's a wall in the way.
Fair enough.
There is in fact a wall in the way.
There is we have a nice view from the inside of the shed here to the inner workings of the graveyard. But me and Bosco currently have been moving around our product and trying to make sure everything. We got this baby built this morning. Just kind of starts like patting on the desk in front of him.
It's very impressive. You were able to do this so quickly.
We had to take some of the wood from around the area. We took as much as we could that was still being somewhat stable from some of the collapsed buildings around the areas where the light is touching. But Bosco here brought it all back, and I got it all good, put around, and I think it's rather nice. I've always wanted an L table.
It is very nice. In fact,
Too nice.
so we y'all told us about the gummy sign y'all made, right?
Did
So
you
y'all
have you found
know-
anything of it?
Not just yet, but it came to our minds that y'all know how to mess with gummy blocks.
Well, it's a relatively difficult thing to maneuver around with, but my dad's the best carpenter in town. As Bosco steps out, gummy block works about as well as any other type of material out there. Metal workers, any kind of carpenter, any kind of tailor, anyone who has any sort of knowledge on crafting like that are able to mess about with gummy block relatively well with their tools. It's almost a sort of magic about it. You would only be able to make the things that you don't know how to make, obviously, like we can make a table if we had enough gummy block.
Or say a wall.
We
Or
potentially
patching a
could.
wall.
I suppose I suppose it's somewhat understandable. I could definitely do something like that. Is there something you need?
We want to ask for your help in fixing the dam.
Oh, well, that's extremely important. I'm not sure if I'd be qualified enough for something like that.
Right now, as far as we're concerned, you're one of the only people we can actually trust and would be willing to be able to do it.
Well,
If you
Well,
can't,
not
we
that-
can try to find other people, but
My dad can
Yeah,
do anything. That being said, why should he?
Yes, remember, for skilled labor like this, they need a form of payment. What are we willing to pay them?
Is the fact that most of this lower half of your city will be covered under water be enough?
That's more than enough. It's absolute.
you could also.
You can't take advantage of us like that. We mentioned that when we first came here.
We're willing to pay you money, obviously, and also you could, by doing it and getting it out there that you are the one that fixed the dam, it could help leverage finding out more about who took your sign. If you're more respected, people might be more loose-lipped about what they know.
Fame and renown are often great ways to achieve one's personal goals, as I've told at least.
Hell, if it'll help, every time I get more money, I'll just come over here and give it to y'all as a continued payment. For as much as you think that the work is worth, Bosco.
Bosco, he just like goes over to him and starts like talking low to him. Like, come on, Bosco. I don't know if I can do it, but if I can help. You said whoever's doing this has gummy block?
We've
A
secured
lot.
a lot of gummy block from the peace takers, as they want to call themselves.
If we
Too
help,
many
then we
titles.
want. If we help, then we want some. If we have any left over.
I was going to take some anyway to give to y'all, so that works out.
Is that understood then? If there's any
Mhm.
left over, we can have some.
Yes.
Sounds good.
There's no reason to deny you this.
I don't like being cold-hearted. I really don't. But I don't like people taking advantage of my pops either.
It's a good skill to have.
We won't take much. We'll take as much as we need. Well... You have our business.
And my axe.
Cool. We're gonna try to gather up a bunch of other people, and we'll be leaving first thing in the morning, so y'all have time to pack up whatever you need and hide your stuff as well as you can.
We're not going to be able to
Depending if-
travel by ourselves. If you guys are making your way back over toward where the peacekeepers are, then take us
The
with you.
activists, for shorthand, I guess.
You know that they do not like being called that. That's up to you, though.
Well, I mean, that's what they probably know them as.
Yes, but
These-
if you tell
these
them to
two.
call them activists, then...
Okay, no. I'm not gonna mention. I'm
Problem.
not gonna mention that. The peace takers. It's fine.
Well, yeah, just take us with you whenever you head out to them. I'll get everything ready. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Thank you.
I'm his heart's
And
in the
I'll
right
Do
place.
fine.
It is.
He's worried about everyone too. That's why he made sure we got this up and running as quick as we can.
Oh, I know. But let's focus on you. You seem nervous.
Not nervous. I've never done a job that big before. The biggest I've made out of a gummy block is a sign. I guess that's not incredibly true. I did make the foundation for the manor.
You made foundations. That's even more useful to helping with the dam because it's basically a gigantic sideways foundation if you want to think about it like that.
That grand manor off to the north of the city. Whenever it was being constructed, I helped make the foundations of it. We were using gummy block to do so. Well, in most cases, there was a few cut corners that make a couple of faulty places among it, but they weren't really listening to me whenever I was building it.
They love to cut corners on a foundation. That sounds kind of dangerous.
Well, the actual foundation itself is fine. It's just a lot of the filler that was used in it. While we had plenty of gummy block, and I told them we had more than enough for the entirety of what they needed, they wanted to have more decoration on it afterwards. So we cut back on the actual gummy block being used by about 30 or 40%, and did the rest of it out of wood and stone. Unfortunately, that does mean that several parts, although you would not be able to see it from the outside, that does mean that several parts of the manor have some weak points with them, where a good natural disaster or a good blow might just topple an entire part of the wall.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
It hasn't done it yet, and that's mostly because the people who were working on it were as well as you could be as carpenters. But no matter what, wood and stone are not going to be as structurally sound as gummy block. It would take a rather large blow, but it would be a blow nonetheless. I think that because we use so many different materials, it's actually might have been better to make the entire thing out of stone or wood, to be fair. Because gummy block doesn't adhere to anything else, and as much as I tried telling them that, they didn't listen.
So there would just be
That's
a
on them.
weird hole where that would be, because they wouldn't be able to attach to the stone.
Hmm.
How do you find these weak points?
Oh, again, you wouldn't be able to see anything like that on the outside. I have a base. I have a mental map of most of the construction of it. But
You would produce a physical one out of it.
would you need something like that?
Yes.
I could see what I could do. I'm no cartographer, but I could try.
As long as you try, that is enough.
Do you need a cartography to help, or do you think you'll be good?
It's mostly just drafting up the blueprints once again. I would have to make a mental note of it, and I'd have to see if Bosco maybe could help me. My hands aren't shaky or anything, but I do have a bit of pain in my joints now, so holding on to small writing utensils are a bit hard. But I could try my best.
Well, if you would like to do that, I suppose we'd be very thankful. Is there I suppose at least I will offer. Is there any way we can repay you?
He looks around, sees Bosco just inside collecting things. We'll say you already have.
To deny, Gilgamesh just folds his arms and just goes, to deny compensation. Is that the word? It would cause more problems in the future. We just each those the stupid credit stick on the counter.
You put what on the counter?
He puts the credit stick on the counter.
Just take something.
Take from
Take
this the
a
amount
coin.
of...
I don't know. Whatever.
I do not know what your cartography is worth. Take a number from this thing.
Roll me for your negotiation, Gilgamesh.
Do it. Do it.
It's right.
Your -3 negotiation. Do it.
And that is a 6.
Total.
You will find that as you do that, he does seem to gulp. I hope this isn't too much then. As he lowers his own chip onto it, you would note, just from a knowledge of everything, that 1,000 money you just got has now gone. You are down to 1,000 again.
The number that was different is the same now.
Just a mental note of the symbol has returned to normal, so some force of attraction has
This
happened.
is what the number should be.
I will
He
do
takes
my
it back.
absolute best then.
I'm sure you will.
I can only assume what you may need it for, so I will do my best to have very clear markings.
You don't ask for much.
That place is, once I make the map, you will see, but there were some strange rooms that were made in that place. And I can only assume that they would be of interest to all of you, if you did make your way there.
We'll have to see what these rooms hold. Well,
There
perhaps
not
you're
be
right.
a sex dungeon. He's underage.
You bring up these kinds of topics often. Why is this?
It's called comedy, my dear.
I do not believe I've ever laughed once from your words.
Well, the dragon's comedy is probably different.
I feel my default baseline of comedy.
You guys just see
It's
Bosco
everybody's.
come out, put a large bag onto the counter. I got our things. Hopefully they have bigger hammers. We don't have any.
We will make do with what we can find there.
I'm sure
And what
they're.
they bring.
I'm sure that they're smart enough to put in tools to actually use the stuff along with the gummy block.
If we get over there, we can tell them exactly what we might need as well if we want to have some time.
Mm-hmm.
You have anyone else you're wanting to ask around here?
I
None but
don't
our
even know who
president.
else could
You know that most everybody else here would be problematic going to the Peacekeepers.
You think? Between the nobles that would definitely, absolutely get immediately guillotined.
I mean, the nobles,
the nobles that would get guillotined, the guards that would get guillotined, the captains that would
guard-
definitely get guillotined.
the bitch here gets guillotined. The only one that's probably safe is the girl in the wrappings, I guess.
And Scott.
Maybe Booyah and Prescott.
I want you all to
yeah.
realize something as well. When it comes to this map, this fountain has moved exactly this much, meaning that they have actually moved that fountain.
Oh my fucking god, I didn't even notice.
Wow.
She's doing it.
What the
It's
fuck
really
are
doing
you?
good.
She built different. Look at the abs.
Oh, we'll make a
Look at those
revolutionary out of
abs.
you yet.
Okay.
But yeah, at this point, you guys know that you have other things you need to do, and you guys aren't going to be leaving by tonight. Do you guys want to return to the Peacekeepers and let them know that the times are going to be changed?
Yeah.
This should be a good idea.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
You collect Macho and Bosco. As you guys do, you guys would make your way, going out to leave. You would note that both Booyah and Scott have made their way out to either patrol or head off toward the forest like they said they were going to. By the way, just so people know, this is the forest they said they were making their way to. Over now.
Yeah, I made that assumption. I'm sure he probably saw that when they were up in the tower. He probably realized that's east.
Yeah.
It's the only big forest around here anyway, so.
Oh, no, look at this big-ass manor apparently made out of gummy block. Weird.
These
Well,
people are
Jamal.
fucking morons.
What's that?
Someone say something?
Somebody circled
I
this.
was like, that could be anyone's.
It could even be Smee's.
It could be no one that's been planned to guillotine 4 stations from now.
You would all begin to make your way back. I would like to know, do you guys want to go any way in particular on your way back? Do you guys want to go the way you guys just came? Do you guys want to go the way that you guys went there the first time? I just wanna know. Because you guys came. Oh, that's the wrong button to press. I didn't even know I could do that.
Did you put a new button?
Yeah, if I press F10, no, if I press F11, it makes all of the things go away. All of the little buttons go away.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. You guys had came this way last time. But last time you had gone there, you had gone this way.
The last time we were told those torches would be lit long enough for us to make our way back.
Potentially. They said they do go out after a couple of hours, but do you want to try to make your way that way then?
Sure, I guess. But I will be right back.
We are physically capable
They'll
of
figure it out.
defending both of these individuals.
All right.
I have to BRB.
Hey.
Everybody's
okay.
got to
Two of
go.
us here are physically capable of defending each other.
Well, luckily you guys
You
are
and
going
me.
luckily you guys are going the correct way. I wasn't going to tell you that the flames were being lit over there because you guys were told that a couple of times. I was going to let you guys remember if you wanted. As you guys would cross the bridge, you would start to realize that there are some people with those power armors around. You would find that there are several flames being lit in the lanterns around the city that do seem to be shining with that same white flame. Passing them over, I'm sure that Zarel gives many flamios to the people.
Oh, yes.
Passing by somebody, flameo, and they're like, flameo with their flamethrower, burning fucking things.
And they're like, hey, this is actually funny. We like this.
As you all would make your way back toward where the peacekeepers are, you would get there and relatively well off without anything. Getting into the area is relatively good. You just make your way off and around one of them toward the gate that you got them in before. You guys ask for someone to bring you inside because, well, you know, bad things happen if you get lost in a fucking weird endless labyrinth. Eventually, you guys are brought inside. Since you guys were here before, nobody's gonna stop you, and you're let into the main area. as you do, you see that there are a couple of people off in the center of this place that seem to be mostly Tor, as well as a couple of the large power-armored people about. They seem to be collecting large bits of things into a carriage in the center of this place. You see that there are large boxes looking to be like steel containers that may or may not have the gummy block that you guys are looking for. However, they seem to be mostly getting everything collected at this point. You guys would approach them, I'm guessing. Upon stepping over to them, you would find that Tor would make their way out to you before anything. Since they weren't really picking up any of the things anyway, just leaving it to the power-armored individuals. You've returned quicker than I thought you would.
I was gonna say something good.
Yes, I have returned from the washroom faster than you thought I did.
Yeah.
You've returned faster than I thought you would. I'm guessing that means you have good news.
You're adopted. I'm kidding.
All right.
We have news.
Are these the ones you have brought to watch over the caravan?
These will be the ones aiding in the reconstruction of the dam.
Oh. You brought artisans with you then. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I am Marco, and this is my son Bosco. And I'm a bit of a carpenter. I have done many projects throughout the city, and I believe I could be of use in aiding completing the dam project. And all that we ask in return is that if you give us the amount of gummy block you think we would need to finish the project, and we end up using less, then we can keep what we don't end up using, without cutting any corners, of course. Looks over toward the four of you, as if waiting for you guys to say anything.
Fuck.
We have found this to be an acceptable condition.
Yes. It doesn't... You don't have any issues, do you?
I do not, as long as the work is done correctly. We were actually finding it hard to convince the Moogle. They look over toward the the shop over there where John is. We were having it hard to convince the Moogle to do anything for us, so having a skilled carpenter may be something that we could work out with.
Did you try Tom?
Well, we haven't seen any of the others of his brethren about, but perhaps.
There are others?
I believe so. He mentioned that they are many brothers that he has.
Oh, okay, just from his word. I'm getting scared here.
Well, either way, as long as you do not mind having someone watch over your work to make sure that you are not cutting corners, then I do not find anything wrong with this either. I will take rather careful consideration before giving off any of the gummy block to make sure that you use as much as I think you need. And if there's any left over, then of course. Is that understood? Perfectly. Thank you very much. And you are, Miss Tor Delore. They had told us about you. If you do a good job, we may have other work in mind for you. But that will have to wait, I believe, until we're done with this. So, when are we leaving then?
Now, I'm kidding. We're leaving... There wasn't a time skip while I took a piss, right?
Nope. I mean, you guys have gotten here, but...
We're leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow? You think that the dam will last that long with that spell?
The dam should last a couple of days more than tomorrow.
It would take us a little bit to make our way to the dam from here. I would like to avoid the manor up to the north if possible, and we are not allowed to use any of the trails over by where the forest is. So we'll have to go around the backside of the mountain. That being said, it shouldn't take us too much longer. It may take us a couple of days, but as long as you're all fine with that, then I don't think that there's any reason to worry. We will be cutting it potentially close, but as long as this carpenter is as good as you all believe him to be, I believe we should be good. And my men here are no slouches. They can perform any sort of task that you give them to be, if you do not mind me having them work with you, Mr. Marco again, ma'am, sorry. No, you do not have to apologize. I just wanted to make sure that I said your name correctly. Mr. Marco, then, if you don't mind having to have them aid you in moving and potentially placing things down, we should be able to get it done within a couple of hours, from what we've estimated by seeing the damage from our looking glass. If we're
The
leaving
main
in the
reason-
morning... Oh, I suppose you have a reason?
Yes, that is when we can gather up all of our, most of our strength from our, in our area together. It's tomorrow morning.
Would you like to...
We have people that have been going out trying to help others during the night, and so it's taxing on them.
You are not meaning that militia, are you? I believe that my men are much more capable than the people of that militia.
Just
Doesn't
one
matter.
member of the militia. Along with somebody who we know can actually defeat the Heartless.
Oh?
Hmm.
You speak of one of the Keyblade wielders, then?
Yes.
Indeed.
I suppose it's good enough to wait for at least them. Alright. If you had just told me we were waiting on the militia, I would insist we leave now, to save time. That being said, if we're waiting on the Keyblade wielder, I don't see any reason not to wait a couple of hours.
Though, speaking of the militia, have y'all seen other members of them scattered around anywhere?
No one around would ever really admit to being a part of that militia. They are supposed to be protecting the people of this town, yet as soon as all this happened, most of them fled, just like everyone else. I don't blame them. However, a lot of them seem to be in a bit of shame for the fact that they ran away from their supposed duty they gave themselves. I don't mind the militia in essence. What I do mind about them is that they don't have any backbone. Some of them heroically fought against these creatures and most likely died, but they must have saved at least a few people by putting themselves in danger. The others fled. And again, they are mostly civilians that said that they were just a part of this militia, but they still had a duty to the people of the lower city. None of them are going to admit, none of the ones who still live are going to admit that they were a part of that. There's probably one or two around. If you want to find them, that's on you.
He nods. Understood.
We'll get everything collected here then. You have the walk of the place while you're here. One more thing before you head out, however. I had heard that there were 5 of you that left this morning.
Oh yeah, indeed. It was fellas that walked away.
Was anyone in particular... Did I not count your heads correctly?
No, it was just some girl that wanted to help out. That's really it. She seemed to not want to go outside alone, so we offered help.
Roll me for your negotiation.
Man, am I glad that the one who honestly believes this is the one talking.
I love that I have put points into negotiation, and I've not had to roll once.
Can I make a single thing of just like, this is just for the single point. I'm not gonna say anything or another, but because of how specific the situation is, I completely believe this. Can I use demeanor?
Sure, let's do that. Let's go demeanor.
for the single point.
Sure.
Because I
For the
completely and
single
utterly. There is no convincing being done. I
That's
am
just
just
this
telling the
face.
truth.
You're looking at me with this face like, I believe me. Can I use demeanor?
Hang on a second.
Mhm.
No.
Uh,
That's a 17.
You're gonna use your
Yes.
your thing. All right, take
Yeah,
that one
yeah.
off.
That
okay,
is a
this
17, so
That
it's
is an 18 altogether.
Look at this beautiful boy's face and tell me he's never lied to you.
They look at you. They give a bit of a sigh. It's not like it's that big of a deal. Again, we mostly just stop people from going out by themselves because we don't want them to have any unfortunate accidents. That being said, as long as you took them wherever they needed to go, I'm sure it's fine.
They should be safe now. Yes.
All right, that's perfectly fine then. Try to not completely trust everyone you see. But as long as you find that they were trustworthy, then I'm glad that you were able to help them out. I'll make my way back over here then. Take all the time you need if you need to collect yourselves or purchase anything. You know where everything is. They make their
Thank
way
you.
away. As they make their way away, I would like for all of you, every one of you, every single one of you,
All 4 of us?
roll me for your insight.
Yay!
Yeah, baby!
You don't have to roll if you don't want to, Zarel, but I think you want to roll this one.
Yeah, I'll do it for fun. What's the problem? It's like there's a chance it might be a number, there's a chance it
The
might
fish,
not.
you do
I'm
have
not
a
gonna
fleeting.
complain when I'm allowed to roll.
You do have fleeting, that's true.
Don't even ask me, dude. I got a free.
Roll me one more time.
Me?
Yep, you had a fleeting.
Okay, part 2. Eyes 2. It's an 8.
Let's see here. I'm rolling 2
I
inspiration.
remain blissful in my little bubble.
Ah, well, I get to keep them.
Was it 8 altogether or was it 8 on the roll? 8 on the roll. Okay, so you got a 4 altogether.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Muna and Gilgamesh, did you guys roll?
I'm rolling now. Whee!
That's an 18. Oh, I got a fleeting. I'll just roll that real quick.
Yep.
There I am, riding like a hurricane.
Gilgamesh?
I rolled a 5 total.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So the only one who notices this is Hibiki.
The one who does not trust people that easily.
Hibiki, it isn't anything to do with them. As you're looking around the area, you note just out of the corner of your eye. Let me get a different music tone for a second.
What do I see with
Not
my
that one.
special eyes?
You notice out of the corner of your eye, looking back over toward all of them, as one of the larger power armor guys walk by, you see a small shadowy creature rushing by and running off toward the north.
Can
Running
Hibiki go
this
get
away.
that real quick?
Hibiki, you want to chase after it?
Yeah.
Roll me agility.
Okay. Let's see here. I will.
Go,
you know what? I will
go,
grab one
go,
of these. I will grab. You know what? Just because I will grab these 3 as well. I'm gonna
Go.
catch this fucking little heartless little bitch. I will kill it.
You have a fleeting as well. I will kill it.
Oh, thank you.
I wholly
Let's
believe
see
it's not actually a heartless.
So that's 4. That was a 10. So roll number 2. It's a 16, and then
Roll
third
me 2
roll.
more times.
Okay.
Go on.
17.
18. 18.
20.
18.
20.
Oh my!
Mega 20.
So it's a natural. Let's see.
I will
here.
have to have the other one roll, and they have a really good agility.
Natural 27.
They have a really good agility. I
Is it
don't
bet-
know
is
if
it
they.
beat-
I still don't know if they can beat you, but they technically have one ability they have
Also,
that can beat you.
What- I also have the blessing of the force if that makes anything different as well.
They did not beat you on the roll, but they will use their ability. Do you want to do anything in response? Because you have one thing you can do.
What is the one thing I can do?
You have one thing you can do.
I think I know what that one thing is.
I would like to replace whatever it's about to roll with a 5.
So they had an ability on an agility check to change any roll they do once into a nat 20.
Damn.
I say no, it's a 5.
Well, you got
As Hibiki, you rush after this tiny creature. You just speed outwards, past toward the lore, past all these power armor guys, as before any of them could really even react. As they go blah blah blah. As you rush off toward the north, you slam forward and you jump and you grab at this little thing. As you do, this thing lets out a surprised noise towards you. As I'm gonna grab this here. And attempts to run further, but for some reason, it being just so startled, it isn't able to. As you just hear from this creature, it exclaims outward, "Bigga!"
I'm sorry.
Excuse you?
That's a Pikachu.
You fucko!
I thought it was gonna be a real Moogle.
You see
Excuse?
what appears to be a tiny mouse creature holding on to what appears to be a small block of gummy.
What is happening?
In
So
Not even like
Mafia has
changing it up at all. Not even trying to make it seem like, oh, maybe it's not actually a Pikachu.
I don't know what you're talking
just
about.
Straight up fucking Pikachu.
What's a Pikachu?
You're right. It's just a strange. It's
You
a
had
strange
something
bulbous
kind of
rat.
similar, but it was more just Digimon. You only had Digimon.
What's a Pikachu?
It's a strange
fuck is
bulbous
this?
rat.
As you lift this creature up, it seems to be holding on to a gummy block. It looks to you.
You're about to fucking die, bro.
I
don't know what
need
the
you
fuck
to
it
roll
is.
me for your demeanor.
You're like 2 seconds away from getting fucking electrocuted.
No. So you know what would be great in this situation
What's that, buddy?
is if I decided to, you know what? Let's just see what fate has to decide.
You want to use it?
Night.
I want to
hard,
use
night
it. I might
hard,
get, I might get
It
the
is like a
equivalent of the
time
lover.
All right, we're getting our first actual karma card of the game.
Yeah, baby.
I think I was the first to do it in Zelda as well.
Yeah, that's
So
you're
this is just
going-
how
I would like
am.
you to make your
It's
way
the
over
power
here.
mold.
So
Now-
I need to understand, because of you, that I have to be careful which fucking Pokemon Fusion sprites I show, because they might appear. They might fucking appear.
You fucking
As
animal.
you make your way over here,
How dare you?
I just want you to know, no matter what
Mhm.
card you draw, you will be getting the neutral effect, or you can gamble for the good or bad effect.
Okay.
We'll see what we get. I need you to shuffle this up.
I can't believe our fucking Stitch is Pikachu.
As you do, I'm gonna quickly make sure that I have the thing up. True karma cards, there we go. All right, show me.
There are hands here, so I had to move it.
What happened?
I drew the demise. There's only there can.
That was the very first
How do you
card I
spin
did.
this good?
If you notice, Foam will actually change the coloring on it to go with the darker ones you made.
Oh, oh, you're fucked.
It's just one of these that we gotta just put back in the deck because it's just too soon in the campaign.
So Hibiki,
Yeah.
do you want the neutral effect, or do you want to roll me odds or evens?
You should gamble.
Odds or evens.
So like,
Evens.
can I just assume that its neutral effect is still not good?
Man,
Well, okay, I'm gonna just tell you something. You're looking at a skull with like bleeding. I'm gonna ask if you think the neutral is any good.
Hey chat,
Get over.
fan cards are only the $60.
You can either have a 50-50
Do you want-
chance of getting fucked, or
do you want to roll for a chance at a good effect, or a worse effect, or do you want to take the neutral effect? Unfortunately, you don't know what any of the effects are here. But one good thing with gambling would mean you would know what the other effects are.
Yeah, like you would know.
I guess I am going to gamble.
Yes!
All right. This one is unique. This is literally an odds or evens roll. I
Mhm.
need you to just roll me a straight up d20. If you get odds, maybe something good might happen.
Oh, if only I had a fucking another card so I could be like, oh yeah, we'll just replace this one with an odd roll. Oh no.
Did it work for that?
Hey, it's 13 though.
So,
Hey, odd.
let me tell you what the neutral effect of this is. Remove your shield and lower your HP to 1. You cannot be hit or take an action in the first round of the next combat you are in unless you take a long rest. When you draw this card, you may roll to add one of the following effects. On an even number, a malicious force senses your weakness and a tough encounter starts.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Let's
This
fucking
Pikachu
go.
sensed your weakness.
On an
Look at
odd
that different
number,
calendar.
upon drawing, you may forego this effect to draw again, or keep this effect and the party removes one blank panel. So you can either take the damage from the neutral effect and have everybody remove one blank panel from their sides, or you can draw again.
I think, for the sake of everything, I don't think we're about to get into another combat. So
Aw.
everyone, let's jig it. It's just, another panel, everyone. as
You
I
want to
get
take the
electrocuted.
damage?
I'll take the damage.
So,
You're getting
without
thunder
rolling, what happens here is you grab this thing, it goes, "Hika, Hikachu!"
Oh, hey, little guy.
And everybody for a mile around sees a gigantic lightning bolt striking in this position over here. For a
Dear
moment,
Lord, the rodents have the power of the deities.
for a
They've
moment,
returned.
Gilgamesh, you look over as you're like the storm dragon approaches.
Yeah. It's that moment of, I just did what? Huh?
As you guys see this tiny creature summon forth a actual fucking bolt of lightning in this location and strike forward, a stronger attack than any of you feel that you have the ability to perform right now.
And Hibiki takes it.
As Hibiki, you'll be going down to 1 HP,
Was the
Fine.
deity
and
of
you're losing all
poison.
your shield, so get rid of
Oh
that one
no,
shield.
my one shield.
At which point, each of you can choose a blank panel, though, if you'd like.
Oh, neat.
Oh,
Cool.
sick.
Okay.
You've
Fuck it.
chosen this one.
Let's just going up and down.
It's a blank. It's a nothing. But you got it. You got it. You got it
Hey.
taken out. It's fine.
More space.
More space. Zarel, what about you?
Hmm.
Which one did you get rid of?
It's the one that was here.
Okay. Bloop. And then I will see if this was anything in particular. Just a blank?
Just a blink.
Which one are you getting rid of, Will? This one?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Da-da-da-da. Another blank one? Hibiki, if you're the only one that got a special one, I'd be very happy.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Please let it be a special one. For the love of God, let it be a special one, please. I deserve a special one.
You get
blank.
Aww.
I mean, it's good. You guys got it out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duh, my bad.
As you get struck by this lightning, Hibiki, you are going to. I don't know if any of you have seen the first episode of Pokemon,
Yeah.
but you literally look like how Ash looked whenever he first got Pikachu. Just a little puff of smoke coming out of your mouth as you're holding on to this little thing.
First the gods of poison, and now the gods of thunder.
Do you guys approach? Do the other three approach at all?
Fuck it, man. Yeah.
Zarel's making his way.
Well, careful.
As you guys see Hibiki holding this little creature in his hands with his just absolutely frayed look about everything about him, the slight burn marks on his skin, the little grumpy little fat rat in his hands holding onto a gummy block.
I thought it was a heartless. Is this thing a heartless? I can't tell.
I don't think so. It looks very alive.
What strange noises it makes. I thought it was thunder for a moment.
Hibiki will just look at this little thing that just fucking electrocuted the fuck out of him, and he's just like, pat on the head, little guy.
You see Tortolor make their way over. They look at this creature. Oh, this is the thing that's been taking these from us then.
You've been looking for
What?
this thing.
Ever since we've been setting things up in the center of town, we've been noticing smaller bits of this gummy block going missing. She reaches over and grabs it out of his hands with her metal hand. Ah, static, you little fucker.
She says,
What?
Hibiki, 1 health.
What is this creature?
I don't know. Must be an off-worlder.
Horrifying.
It's from the dark timeline of Pokemon where Varric didn't live. Or whatever the fuck the joke was.
I so wanted to see if we had a Pikachu, like, picture made in Breakthrough, but we didn't have a Pikachu, so I couldn't reuse that.
How on earth?
But this thing just is there. She's just like, it's just a little mouse. I'm not gonna punish it for anything. It's just taking what it feels like it wants. That being said,
Yeah.
if you can find any more that it's stolen, I'll pay you for it.
Cool.
You all right?
No.
You'll be fine.
Indeed.
Walk it off.
You can talk. You're fine.
Congratulations on your new pets, Hibiki.
Tries to move out of his hands.
It does not like you.
I feel like his hands are just kind of like vice gripped because they're just so shocked that he can't actually let go of the little thing.
What's going on, little man?
Pikachu.
Oh, you don't like being held a Hibiki?
Pikachu.
If we let you out, are you gonna keep stealing any blogs?
Zarel, I need you to roll me for your demeanor.
You gotta be a Pokemon trainer.
Please.
Putting
Please
everything I got
get
into this.
this. Please just let this thing love you immediately.
What do I need to do to give you like 8 more rolls?
I mean, you could do what I do and get 2 rolls on a fate card to replace any roll.
Oh, is that all?
Let's see if we roll anything. So
Oh,
I can't
Jesus.
use any of these. These are getting burned at the stake.
God damn.
As you see this thing, it seems to wiggle itself free of Hibiki's vice grip and land onto the ground. However, it doesn't immediately run away as it's looking to you, Azarel. It starts waving its hands. Pick up!
Oh, you're looking for something?
Pointing off to what appears to be a man standing over here.
Alright.
What's up with him?
Roll me 2 more times. I didn't notice you had 2 fleetings.
You did in fact have 2 fleeting.
Well,
You
we'll
might
see
get
if we
you might
can-
get more from a higher demeanor.
We'll see. So 4.
Go.
Come
I
on.
can
Go.
roll. I don't guarantee anything.
Okay.
8.
It's same
Highest
thing
is
then,
still
same thing then.
12. Yep. Continue as you will.
He's just pointing off toward a person off to the north.
Is he doing anything bad to you?
Big up. He like looks like it like reaches down, picks up like a rock, and then like puts it at you, and then takes it away from you and throws it onto the ground.
He's hitting you with rocks?
Is it pointing at this person?
Yes.
Cool.
Gilgamesh starts making his way over toward that person. You see the little creature start making his way over past where he's just still standing in the same position.
I think that at a point, Gilgamesh would just drop the potion on the Iriki and just walk away. Like the one that has the last drink of it.
Ibiki, do you want to have a drink of a potion?
Can I even regain health because of the card? I thought I said I couldn't really do much until the next
You're not
long rest.
you're not getting in a fight right now unless you guys want to get in a fight right now.
No.
Punch the Pikachu across the world.
I would like drinkies. I have 1 health.
Roll me these 4 d4s.
I would love to just get like all 4s.
Do you want to drink?
1, 1, 2, 2. Congratulations. You got 6
I got
health.
6 health.
That really tracks.
I'm at half health. Hooray.
As you guys would follow, Gilgamesh, you make your way over to this guy. As you do, he seems to like step out from where the tree is, looking around. All right, little guy, Hey, who are you?
Gilgamesh.
Points at him.
You have upset this rodent creature.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can't prove anything.
I will break you in half, little man.
I'll admit everything. I'm sorry.
I'll break you in half. I'll tell you everything.
Now I want a familiar.
Look, I in my own headcanon, Nico, I feel like when it comes to animal-like creatures, Gilgamesh has a bit of insight. Oh no. You take it for what you will.
Listen, what do you want? I ain't done nothing. I ain't done nothing wrong. I'm just trading with the thing. I'm just trading with the little Dream Eater.
Trading? It tells me the name of rocks.
Dream Eater.
Yeah, that's what this guy is. He's a Dream Eater. That's what that guy said. What's his name? Fucking
Danny DeVito.
That's what John said. Yeah, John.
John.
Yeah, that guy who owns the shop over there, John Everymans. He said this little guy is a Dream Eater.
This is weird in the background.
It's okay, Zion. I'm acting. Don't be scared.
Regardless of what its designation is, you have gummy blocks, and you've been using the creature for them.
Look, I don't know where it keeps getting them from. That's not what it just happens to find them places. I'm not taking from anyone.
Your peacekeepers.
No, I would never. It's just he's finding them on the ground.
Okay, I have to admit, even I know that's a lie because, like, you are in a direct line of sight.
You crawled out of a bush. Saying all right, little guy.
Pull out what you've stolen, or I'm going to blast you with wind until you do.
I didn't steal anything. I'm trading him for this rock I found. Ega!
What rock are you trading this little creature? Is it edible?
No, it's just. I mean, if you want it, you have to trade me for it.
Gilgamesh holds out his hand. 3.
I need you to roll me, Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh, I need you to roll me for your demeanor.
I would like to imagine that Gilgamesh is big and imposing, but Hibiki is messed up, and he's just got this death glare at this guy.
Yeah. You have like no health. I am at full health.
I'm at half health, sir.
Roll me one more time.
Oh, thank you. So that's 9. I'm getting low rolls today. That's fine. It happens. 12.
Roll me one more time.
Oh, this is 12, and this is demeanor, right? Or is this negotiation?
It's demeanor.
Cool.
Roll more time. Ah, I was only 15. One more time?
Oh, 14.
Actually, it's 2 more times.
I know, I was going to say
Jesus
one more time
Christ.
again after this. Don't worry about the last one.
Okay, I won't roll it, but I do like the fact that I'm gonna make him piss himself.
You say 3.
Turned to
As
die.
soon as you say 3, he's like, here you go! As
What's this rock?
Gilgamesh, he hands you some kind of a lacrima.
He reaches with his other hand instantaneously. Again, Gilgamesh doesn't move fast, but now he moves fast. It just pulls him. Where did you find this?
You see the Pikachu, the Dream Eater jumping up at you, trying to grab it.
What kind of lacrima is this?
It looks odd for a lacrima. As you look at it, it appears to be a yellow lacrima that has some kind of a symbol in the center. You've seen lacrima with symbols in them, but this one seems rather weird. It seems very much less man-made and more natural, which is very weird.
Where did you find this?
For you out of game, you're holding a Thunderstone.
Oh, I understand. I click Pokemon. Gilgamesh is a dragon from a land. Where did you find this thunder lacrima?
Thunder what? It fell from the sky!
But the creature, he just looks, he says with his one eye, it's just violence flowing through his glare.
A couple of weeks ago, I found it whenever I was over on the island to the south. The storm went overhead, and then this fell out of the sky.
He drops him.
Scrambles back.
Gilgamesh looks at the stone and just looks at the little creature who wants it so badly. He's like, it's a thunder. It creates thunder. It probably wants it for more energy.
One thing you will know,
Mhm.
Gilgamesh, as you're holding on to it, because you would know, since you know lacrima, and this is a lacrima, this doesn't appear to be giving off any sense of magic that from what you can feel.
You've been giving it depleted magical stones. How horrid.
Yeah.
There's no magic in this lacrima. If you still want this thing, creature, he hands it the stone.
You see him take the stone. He looks at it. He then nods sagely, gives a very confident looking smile towards you, and then touches it to its head like, oh, you just fucking wait. As it does, nothing happens. It looks back at it, touches it to its head again, starts hitting himself in the head with it, gets confused and falls
stone.
over.
Hey, little buddy, what's going there? Did I just commit suicide? Oh, it's fine. All right.
It appears whatever you're trying to get out of that isn't working, little guy. He says, trying not to upset the creature that nearly killed him by being friendly as he can while hurt.
You see him look back towards you, Hibiki. He then looks over to you, Zarel. He then looks at Gilgamesh. He sits down with his little rock, and he just looks at it like, Pika.
Oh no, it's sad. The small creature.
What
is
have you
sad.
done to this creature?
It seems the familiar is unable to use the magic that they wanted to.
Maybe he could just sit down. And he's gonna pat the little thing on the head. It's
Oh,
okay, little guy. You'll get it one day. Don't
Roll-
hurt me anymore,
roll me
please.
demeanor.
Me? Demeanor? What? What? No way. No way. No way.
This is heart symbol again.
that
That's
gives advantage.
Okay.
It's our advantage ones.
It's a goddess token.
Ooh, can you move that? It's
Okay.
gonna hit the yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I get to keep those, so that's
Ever
fine.
since we got this
Roll me one more
patch,
time.
I don't think anyone's gotten to roll it.
So 16, 15 altogether.
Okay. As you look at this thing, you go give it a pat. You note that it does seem to for a second, seems to somewhat spark up a bit on its cheeks. You guys would all immediately just see that it seems like the electricity on it seems to almost start like originate from its cheeks for some reason. It's really weird and cute, and it's great.
What a
However, it
strange beast.
does seem to calm itself, and it doesn't immediately electrify you.
That's right, my buddy. Don't hurt anymore.
By the way, Gilgamesh is not. He's kept like a certain angle to make sure this guy's in his peripheral at all times.
By the way, if you didn't catch him immediately, he was gonna take off over the wall.
Oh,
I'm glad that I used up everything I had to catch him.
Cause let's
Yeah.
be honest, if anything could fucking run up a wall in this universe,
It's a
it's
feat.
most likely this fucker.
Yeah.
He's gonna
I think-
fucking ninja up a wall with a quick attack.
So I think that the small creature is sad and needs time to contemplate its next life choice. This fucking thing over here next to me, this human-shaped creature, it needs to. It would be good optics to maybe get gummy blocks back, right?
If you'd like to, then maybe he has them.
And he's looking down on the ground. This guy, where are the blocks?
I don't have them. I don't have them.
Where are the?
I've been selling them to John.
Of course you have.
John!
Ugh, here we go again with that. You will cease this operation.
I mean, yeah, I will. I don't have anything to give it anymore anyway.
Mhm.
I mean, because of the goodness in my heart.
That is sufficient. Leave.
Okay. You see him as he runs off. He just immediately sprints backwards. He hits the wall of the tower, stumbles back, and then runs off some more.
So
Gilgamesh
he
very
bought the
gently.
beast from John, and then he's been using it to sell things to John. This is starting to sound quite circular.
I think Gilgamesh would very gently pat the creature.
There you go. See him like lightly put the thing back on its head. Nothing happens. He just leaves it on his head.
And, is it possible to recharge the lacrima?
Yeah, you know you can recharge Lacrima. You'd have to find some kind of a natural source of the magic that it needs, but yeah.
A natural source of like.
Well, time to get drawing.
It's like, I got it. Start shaking the fucking Dream Eater.
I got it. Everyone, I need a rug. Start rubbing their feet.
Shut up.
You're pretty sure that if this thing was depleted, and if it came from that storm that that person had said, most likely it was depleted because its power went into the storm, which unfortunately means also went into the storm dragon.
It is possible to recharge such crystals.
Yeah.
Your understanding of language is convenient. creature.
Well, if it can understand a language from where it came from, then it would probably understand what we're saying.
We would require a large source of naturally enlightening infused magics. But it is possible.
You see it look to it. It looks back. Hey? It's like
Please don't
raises its
again.
hands.
We did, please.
You see once again a stream of electricity coming out from this creature as it strikes at the stone onto the ground, but all it does is sort of knock it away.
Just picks it up
There you go.
and hands it back to the creature.
Takes
I
it.
wonder.
Natural sources, a ley line of sorts.
Natural sources.
Now, perhaps you could stand atop something tall and hope lightning strikes you on a stormy night.
There you
So that's a bad idea.
It
go.
is an unreliable idea.
Well, how else are you supposed to hold that electricity?
I mean, you guys are pretty sure that because, that humongous bolt of electricity that hit Hibiki didn't do shit to this thing, you're pretty sure it's basically probably immune to electricity.
It would sure be inconvenient if it wasn't.
Okay, I had to do something. Why is there a Pikachu? This is ancient worker.
Don't worry about
Welcome to
that.
Kingdom
It's a Dream
Hearts.
Eater, guys.
I caught it because I thought it was a shadow, and it was the thing, and I'm like, oh no, we can't let a Heartless in here.
If you
And
guys
then,
would have, if you guys would have made your way to this guy last time, this would have happened the last time you were here.
Gilgamesh is kind of. We will have to be traveling across this world if we're to complete this saving it. Statistically, we might be able to run into some sort of ley line that has this kind of affinity with them.
Yeah.
We don't know where to find them on this world, but they exist. If it's anything like mine.
Pika! Pika! Goes over to you.
I can't. There is no guarantee we will find it in a quick span of time.
Pika. You
There
see it
might-
look over to you guys. As it does, it seems to like puff out its chest and like point to it. Pikachu! Pika! As if saying, I'll protect you.
Yes, little buddy. Well, you can protect us.
You're bold,
This is like he has been since he was born.
bold and arrogant. I suppose you might fit in just as well as anyone else.
Do you guys want to allow Pikachu, this Dream Eater, to join you?
Yeah.
Why not?
So I've been holding back on this spell for a bit, but it has been in the game.
What? No way.
Let me bring it over to you guys. So
Yeah.
Pikachu here
Oh, spell card.
is able to use this.
It can use thunder.
Ah! Incredibly powerful magic. Wait, it requires 4?
That means it has a 4 hex range.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Add movement. Oh.
I sure took more than a D12 of damage there.
Oh yes, you did. he basically super crit you.
Yeah, because it's because I drew the demise. You see,
You see,
At
it's
least-
'cause Pikachu didn't want to deal with people.
This is not something you guys can do currently, but it is currently something that Pikachu can do. What's going to end up happening is after this game, I'm going to be giving you guys, as a party, another card to be putting beside this basics card, and it will be a quote unquote summon / companion card. What that is going to mean is that if you guys would like to, on your turns, once during one of your guys' turns, you guys can use some of your little thingies to give him abilities to use. He will have his own. He will have his own turn. However, he will not have his own. AP. You guys will have to use AP for him. That's
If
why
I
you
can
guys
let
are
him
getting
attack
more
it-
than. That's why you guys are getting more than one or more than 3 AP throughout this game, because you guys are gonna have a lot of other things to be able to spend it on.
So I'll be able to use my green AP to have him do stuff.
A lot of Pikachu's abilities are speed based, so yes, a lot of his abilities are gonna be based off of green AP.
You now can be the summoner class. It's
Hooray! Guys, look!
Look,
it's
guys,
like
I
it was
finally have a
meant to
use.
be.
I finally have a use for my chosen stat line.
I
And
have a useful-
potentially later on, you guys might be able to learn this spell from Pikachu.
Right, mighty.
Because Dream Eaters can give you guys abilities, just like in Dream Drop Distance.
Don't worry about that part about dream eating. It's fine. What's important to remember is that what happens when this thing turns into a Raichu?
Oh, he wanted to.
I want to know. No, what I'm saying is what'll happen when we finally get a chance to turn this thing into a Raichu.
Oh, it'll probably just get exponentially stronger. Who knows?
Yeah, like a real Raichu, which you should do. Stop
Oh
making
no,
your Pokemon weak.
Thundaga.
See, this ain't Ash's Pikachu. This Pikachu is like, oh fuck, I can get stronger. Let's go, yeah.
It's not Thundaga. It's probably gonna be like fucking Thunder 5 or something. But awesome.
But yeah, you have this little guy.
Now, you see, the real question now is, who does Pikachu jump on first?
So I will say as well, you guys do know that you guys were told at one point that a certain group of people know how to take care of animals, and the only animals around that would be left over after the Heartless attacks must be strong.
Oh my fucking god.
God, hell.
How did I join this game?
I wonder if you guys can find any more Dream Eaters out there.
These are fucking Dream Eaters, bro.
They are. That's what John said.
Honestly, if of any creatures that could become Dream Eaters, it's probably Pokemon.
What are you guys gonna call him? You just gonna call him Dream Eater?
We have to come up with a better name.
You guys
I
see
think we should
that
call them Agumon.
you see that as, by the way, Gilgamesh is the one that said that they can be around here and help out and blah 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 blah. They do jump onto Gilgamesh. However, as you guys are talking about him, he just crawls over toward where Zarel is, climbs on Zarel. You guys keep talking. Goes over to Hibiki, climbs on Hibiki. Keeps talking.
Pat.
Looks down toward Muna. Muna hasn't really said a lot to it. It's just kind of like looking at it. Jumps
Bows
down.
to it. But
You bow
Luna's-
it. You bow it. Jumps onto your back.
It is energetic.
O great bringer of destruction of the deities, I bid you welcome to our crew.
Hmm.
You must
It
be a
keeps-
messenger of Hades. We'll call you Hades. I'm like,
A
It
messenger.
keeps
Well, you seem to have the abilities of Zeus themselves, so what about Zeusling?
I believe this
Raiden?
is
right.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah.
I
Stands in the
believe
middle.
Thun- Hmm.
Do you really
No,
want to call it
Thunder's
Thunder? Didn't
I
think so.
mean, it was a little tail.
Let's see.
I mean, if we call it Thunder, we can make the joke of Thunder and the cooler Thunder.
Because
This
Gilgamesh doesn't
creature
like
is
that
normal.
thunder.
This is not a good name for this creature.
all right. Let's see.
Its name should be Dream Eater. Yes.
You know what? I agree.
Okay.
That's just what he is.
Okay, dragon.
No.
Which-
Well, for me it's a compliment, so your point starts standing there. Yeah.
Sparky? Nah, maybe two on the nose.
Well, it keeps saying, saying is a strange word. It is making noises that sound like they are words.
Oh, yeah. Let's ask. Do you have a name you prefer, oh great creature?
Like thinks for a second, looks back. So, hey, Pikachu.
Pikachu? Is that your name?
Pika. As in, like, kinda.
Okay, we'll call you something more powerful.
To speak with that, speak with
I
beasts
suppose
again.
the Northmen have that Thor fellow.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Hello. Hmm.
Let's see, this
Yellow.
Thor.
Daisy?
Oh, that reminds me. I haven't rolled. Hold on. I know it. I know he has. I know the tail is the way it is, but I haven't rolled to see if it's a boy or a girl. Hold
Odds
on.
or evens, baby.
Do it.
That's what we're
Odds
gonna
or
do. We're gonna go
evens?
odds or evens. Odds, it is a girl. Evens, it's a boy. That way I can tell you if it has a heart tail or not.
Yellow.
It has a heart tail.
Hmm.
Yellow.
Let me think.
Hmm. Muna sees if Pikachu reacted to yellow.
It's just standing there like, man.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing.
It just sits,
I don't know.
looking at its lacrima.
Zeus.
What?
Hermes. No, wait, that's Musk.
Daisy. That's a nice name.
I don't know. I can't remember their name.
Let's
Everything.
see. Hyman. Bale.
Oh, I have an idea.
You see it lay down on the ground.
Pat, pat, pat.
Ramu.
You do see
That's
it
a
like
name.
you do see it look up like Pika.
Ramu.
Pika.
It is a name for my book. They were famous for, well, from what my brother said, they were famous for mastery of, he puts his hands up, mastery of lightning-based techniques.
You see them puff out their chest and static coming from their cheeks.
Well, Ramu seems to have gotten a response.
Ramu it is then.
I will tell you this: it did get more excited when you said "raw" because it liked Raichu.
Raichu.
Why do you think I said right again?
The only other name
yeah,
I
you did say
had
right.
was Nami Roanoa Zoro.
I feel like we can't each die.
Buggy the Clown.
I was too busy laughing when you said "right."
Which one's better, Ramu or Raiden?
It's up to you guys.
I think Ramu.
We're asking Pikachu.
Pika.
I see. So anyway, to us,
Pikachu. Pika.
You don't say that on TV.
which I almost hesitate to ask is which one are they more leaning towards?
If
Literally.
Hibiki also just said Ramu, I think that's what they're like looking around at.
Yeah.
I don't find a problem with his name. It seems that it's hopping around about it.
I'm not gonna lie. Ramu took me a long time to remember what Ramu's name was.
You see them as you guys say this. It runs over to Hibiki, runs up its leg, and reaches into his pockets. But then looks confused for a second as it gets out, like, Pega?
What were you looking for?
Pega. Gets down, looks at him, confused, goes back into the middle, like, looks back, like, looks around at each of you. Pega.
They're like, Pika, any of you got a smoke?
Everyone who just tilts his head at the little creature, confused.
It seems to have thought you were gonna do something, but then it saw that you don't have a thing, so it's confused now.
Don't hate yourself.
There's something missing.
Pega. Shakes head. Nah, it's fine.
Do we need someone to rate to the name?
You guys don't have any Pokeballs.
Yeah, I kind of realized that. We don't know
Out of
that.
character.
I have
Out of
pockets
character,
big
of
enough for
course.
rats if you want to go in there.
Well, a new traveling companion.
And there's always a good day to meet a new friend. Even if it is small. and Electric.
Oh, true. And there's also this powerful creature here.
Looks around.
I'm saying I'm electric and small.
You have affinity for fire-based magics.
I agree. I've never seen you do anything electric.
It's
You're small, though. I will agree.
There we go. At
I'll have
least
to
you understood
decide.
that.
I'll have to decide which of these it can actually do. Most likely, it can do the magic one and the flow one, but I'll check. I'll figure out.
At any rate, this creature is full of destructive potential.
Oh yes, I am kidding.
It will be invaluable.
It is on your head.
He has not acknowledged that, nor is he changing his posture. He's still standing there, arms folded, with that dour, just a dour look.
Just sits.
Well, since we have time, did you want to try to see one of those other Cherished? Zarel?
I would agree. I'm looking at the time and wondering if I
Don't
can
worry.
live.
Don't worry. We're gonna be ending no matter what you guys decide to do right after this.
Okay, excellent. I can
Let's
live.
go beatboxing.
If you guys want to start looking around at things, you guys do have a couple of hours before you guys have to leave. Does everybody want to start going around and mingling with some people around here?
You know who I want to check?
Yeah.
Who do you want to check out?
The one we've all probably wanted to check out, but no one's done it.
Which one? Maybe more
Oh,
specific.
yeah, the salamander person.
I don't
A
know.
person from Elden. That's the person from Elden
Is
Ring.
it? Wait a second. Is that the outfit that I think it is?
I don't know if you guys.
What?
I don't know if anything's going on. You guys look
Oh, wait,
around.
No, Zarel, we're gonna talk to them.
Oh, okay.
As you guys will return to the center of this, new friend in hand, you guys would look around at all the other people. You guys were saying that potentially you guys might go and talk to some of the Cherish who are around, including this one here, or this one here. You guys also look around and maybe you might want to go and talk to this person here. Who's to say?
Well, yeah, I want
There's
to
some
talk
other
to
there's
them,
some other
but
people about
Zarel
as well.
first.
There's some other people about as well. We're ending well. We're not going to talk to anybody right now.
I know.
We also have some
I'm-
other peeps around here. We have this boy here. We got this boy over here. We have this lad here who just is running as far as he can away from Gilgamesh at a breakneck speed.
Oh my fucking god, that's just
He's already
cloud.
running for the upper city. He's gonna be in the Death Star in 3 days' time.
With all that being said, as you guys walk about with Ramu making its way between each of you every now and then, jumping from shoulder to head to arms to just sort of being a friend, being a pal. That was the best fucking demise card you guys ever could have gotten. With that being
Yeah.
said,
Yeah. Statistically, yes. And only one person had to suffer. Well, only one creature had to suffer.
we're gonna end things there, and until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
Bye.